have some announcements I'd like to share.
네, 그랑블루 판타지 버서스 라이징의 부분은 이것으로서 종료가 됩니다만 오늘 조금 말씀드릴 게 있습니다.
はい、じゃあすみません、スライドお願いします。
다음 슬라이드 보여주세요.
次のワールドツアーについてです。2026年はですね、新たに GBVS ワールドツアーとして開催します。
So for our next world tour, in 2026, we will be holding the GBVS World Tour.
네, 내년부터는 그랑블루 버서스 월드 투어라는 새로운 월드 투어로 여러분께 찾아갈 예정입니다.
はい、内容はまだ調整中の部分あるんですけども、ツアーの内容について一部ご紹介できればなと思います。
So while many of the details we're still working out before we can share them with you, we do have some additional information to share today as well.
투어에 대해서는 아직 조금 상세를 조정을 하고 있습니다만 오늘 투어의 일부에 대해서 조금 소개해드릴 수 있으면 좋겠다고 생각하고 있습니다.
はい、スライドお願いします。
다음 슬라이드 보여주세요.
ワールドツアーはエボジャパンからスタートし、11月まで開催される大会が予選の対象になります。
The world tour will begin with Evo Japan, and then it will continue with various tournaments throughout November as qualifier events.
네, 예선 대회로서는 에보 재팬을 시작으로 해가지고 11월까지 개최가 되는 세계 각국의 대회들 예선 대회로 할 예정입니다.
またこれまで日本でですね、開催していたサイゲームスカップが、ツアーファイナルの大会としてリニューアルされます。出場選手の枠であったりとか、賞金の額については、これまでよりも大きく増える予定ですので、2026年シーズンもですね、ぜひ参加いただければなと思ってます。
So the event Psy Games Cup, which previously was focused more on Japan, will serve as the final event for our tour, and we plan to be scaling up the amount of participants we're inviting as well as the prizes. So we are looking forward to your participation.
네, 그리고 이때까지는 일본에서 중심으로 이제 개최가 됐었던 사이게임스 컵에 대해서는 저희가 이번 투어의 결승 대회로서 이제 확장을 하게 되었습니다. 여태까지 이상으로 이제 초청 플레이어 수와 그리고 이제 상금에 대해서도 더 크게 진행할 예정에 있으니까요. 많은 참가 부탁드리겠습니다.
ツアーに関する詳細情報はですね、今後公式 X 等で発表していきますので、ご注目いただければなと思います。よろしくお願いします。
We'll be sharing more details about the upcoming tour on our official X account and other accounts, so definitely keep a lookout for further information.
네, 투어에 대한 상세 정보는 공식 X를 포함한 소셜 채널에서 앞으로도 계속 발표해 나갈 예정이니까요. 많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다.
次のスライドお願いします。
다음 슬라이드 부탁드릴게요.
次回アップデートとしてバージョン 2.60 を開発中です。
Currently, the next update for the game, version 2.60, is under development.
네, 게임의 다음 업데이트로서요. 버전 2.60을 현재 준비하고 있습니다.
目玉としては新しいバトルシステムが追加されます。それに合わせて既存の共通アクションも、いくつか、調整を予定しています。
The biggest point for that is going to be the addition of a new system mechanic, as well as we'll be making adjustments to existing universal actions.
네, 개발하고 있는 업데이트의 큰 부분을 조금 몇 가지 소개를 드리면 이제 새로운 대전 시스템의 추가가 있겠고요. 그리고 기존 공통 액션에 대해서도 일부 조정이 들어갈 예정에 있습니다.
これによってですね、全キャラクターが影響を受けることになるので、プレイフィールが変わる部分も出てくるかなと思います。
These changes mean that every character will be impacted, so I expect that there will be quite a difference to the play feel of each character.
네, 지금 소개드리는 변경 사항으로 인해서 모든 캐릭터에 영향이 갈 것으로 보고 있고요. 이로 인해서 플레이 경험도 많이 달라지는 부분도 있지 않을까 그렇게 보고 있습니다.
次のスライドお願いします。
다음 슬라이드 보여드리세요.
新キャラもいます。
And we also have a new character upcoming.
네, 신규 캐릭터도
Nice,
있습니다.
a new character.
ちなみに次の追加キャラクターのシーズン2とはまた別の枠で
I hope it's Cloud or Tifa.
この画像が ヒント
Cloud or Tifa and Grand Blue. They gotta make it happen.
ご期待ください。
And this character will be released separately from the plans for season 2. And you can see a bit of a hint in this image, I think. So if you get it, you might get it.
Yeah, we gotta have Tifa or Cloud. But who is this character? It doesn't look like a Final Fantasy character.
힌트인데 아시는 분은 아시지 않을까 그렇게 생각을 합니다.
次のスライドお願いします。
다음 슬라이드 부탁드립니다.
他にもいろいろアップデート予定してます。で、これまでですね、だいたい3ヶ月くらいのスパンでアップデート、キャラクター追加してきたんですけども、次のアップデートまでは少々お時間いただくことになります。お待たせすることになってしまい、本当に申し訳ありません。お待ちください。
So we do have various other updates coming. However, previously we have released new characters in a span of about 3 months in between them. But for this next update, we will require some additional time. So thank you in advance, everyone, for your patience.
네, 여태까지는 저희가 신규 캐릭터를 포함한 업데이트들을 3개월에 한 번씩 정도는 저희가 배포를 진행을 해왔었는데요. 이번 업데이트 같은 경우에는 조금만 더 시간을 좀 받아갔으면 하는 부분이 있습니다. 이 부분에 대해서 오래 기다리게 하셔서 대단히 죄송하다는 말씀 드립니다.
アップデートの内容の詳細や、リリース時期についてはですね、続報とともにお待ちいただけると助かります。よろしくお願いします。
And we will have more details to share about the specifics of the contents of the updates as well as the timing of the release. So stay tuned.
네, 그리고 이번 업데이트의 상세 내용과 그리고 배포 시기에 대해서는 앞으로도 저희가 추후에 정보를 발표를 하도록 하겠으니 많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much.
감사합니다.
はい、じゃあ最後のスライドをお願いします。
네, 마지막 슬라이드 부탁드릴게요.
はい、お知らせは以上となります。アークワールドツアー、1年間通してですね、選手の方々、本当に素晴らしい試合の数々ありがとうございました。そして、それを応援していただいた皆様も本当にありがとうございます。
So that's all for the announcement I have to share today. I wanted to say another thank you to the players who provided so many amazing matches throughout this year of Arc World Tour, as well as to all of the fans who've cheered them on.
It was a
Thank you
good
so much.
final.
네, 공지사항으로는
I was watching it beforehand.
아크월드 올 한 해 동안 정말 뜨거운 승부들을 보여주신 플레이어 여러분들께 너무 감사드리고 또 아크월드 투어를 통해서 응원을 해주신 많은 분들에게 다시 한번 감사의 말씀을 드립니다.
またですね、ツアーを通してさまざまなサポートをしてくださったアークシステムワークスの皆様にもこの場を借りて感謝申し上げます。ありがとうございます。
I would also like to take this opportunity to share my gratitude to everyone at Arcsystem Works who's provided so much support for us throughout the tour. Thank you.
그리고 이 자리를 빌어
was
투어에서
great.
많은 지원을 해주신 아크 시스템 웍스에게
I loved
감사의
it.
말씀을 올립니다. 감사합니다.
で次はですね、GBVS ワールドツアーでまたお会いできることを楽しみにしています。本当にありがとうございました。
And I'm looking forward to seeing you next at the GBVS World Tour. Thank you.
네, 여러분 다음에는 GBBS 월드 투어에서 만나 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. ありがとうございます。Thank you so much.
네, 잘 들었습니다. 다시 한번 후쿠하라 테치야 디렉터님께 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 이렇게 굉장히 재밌게 잘 즐기고 계시는데 현장에서도 많은 분들이 또 환호해 주시고 즐겨주셔서 저희도 너무 감사할 따름이고요. 이제 마지막 종목이죠. 길티 기어 스트라이브 탑 8이 잠시 뒤에 찾아오니까요. 마지막까지 꼭 함께 해주시길 바라겠습니다. 잠시 후에 뵙겠습니다.
Jocelyn Sin was called the years the word of the guy who was hated by the god of fame.
Time for Guilty Gear Strive Top 8.
Jocelyn.
Thinking they're gonna have some stuff on Marvel Tokon. They'll definitely be sharing some more on Marvel Tokon's development during the announcements.
wanna just be a free girl with a brutish impulse. Free girl, the silent preacher. Watch out, keep your hands up. Don't make a big deal out of me. Free girl, don't be curious about me. I don't want you to get hurt. Watch out, keep your hands up. Don't make a big deal out of me. Never mind. I'm dirty. Splash, splash, splash. Goodbye. Never will listen them again. What they don't want me to. Stop it and go on the moon.
Eat! Ray! 戦闘開始！行くぞみんな！絶対にこの戦いに勝つんだ！ぶっ飛ばしてやるっすよ！食らえっす！まとめてやっちゃおうか！
群がる害虫を駆除するとしましょう。
ドラドラドラ！さあ、君の学力で敵を殺戮するんだ！大切な人、大切な町を自分の力で守るために。
これでみんなの役に立てるね。
いいものみたいだね。
りんちゃんなんて大嫌い。
本当にそうか。お前を愛してくれている人のために。
いけるよ。自分もみんなと一緒に戦う。
待たせたなおめえら。これが俺の本気だ。やるぞみんな。あいつを止めるんだ。
みんな気をつけて。 こいつの部隊長いつの間に現れたのよ。生物兵器。おい、聞こえるか。緊急事態だ。聞こえた。Arcsystemしてくれ。先生よ。緊急。こんなところで思い出すんだ。君がやるべきこと、君が守るべきもの。俺のやるべきこと、最終防衛学園を、仲間のみんなを、彼を守ることだ。俺は今度こそ自分が決めたことを信じて進むんだ。
Welcome, everybody, to Arc World Tour Finals. This is the final game, of course. You've all been waiting all night long. It's getting late here in the US of A. 1 a.m. start time for some Guilty Gear Strive top 8. Lots of really strong players from top to bottom. Sage-M, joined by Rin. How goes it? How you doing? How you feeling?
Degenerate hours for degenerate gameplay, baby. That's what it's all about. The Arc World Tour Finals, and of course, Guilty Gear Strive. We're going to close it out after that tremendous group stage. A lethal LCQ as well to really round out that top 8. It's going to be a great show, obviously preceded by Under Night and Grand Blue as well with some tremendous top 8. So it's been a good day for fighting games.
Yeah, I thought I escaped Zangief until I tuned in and was watching Grand Blue, and I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, it's been great action all day long. I caught a good amount of uni earlier with Brett and Fox as well. It was fun to watch, and all the matches have been great. I'm really curious about how the Strive bracket shakes up. Obviously, it's an Ino heavy bracket, of course. There's a lot of this character here. She's really good in this version, really strong, really fun, and some cool stuff. I think players we've seen, obviously do well. Lots of Evo champions and really strong players from top to bottom. Some of them in losers bracket, which is pretty crazy to see. Like that round 1 Daru versus Gobo match is an insane round 1 losers match to have, of course. Obviously very decorated between the two of them. But up top, we're going to start with Jack versus Cake. I think Jack, for a lot of people, is like a player who, his greatest foe probably is himself. Like, I think a lot of people think he's probably the favorite, one of the scariest players in the bracket, and we'll have to see if that's the case. And Cake had a huge 3-0 in the Group B bracket earlier, which was fun to watch. And now this side, Nitro and Tatuma, players who have been obviously, very successful on Evo. Nitro, the Evo champion. Tatuma had a really deep placement as well last year in that really hard group. In last year's Arc World Tour that we talked about, it was a pretty sick match.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you already mentioned Daru, versus Gobo as one of the most decorated matches we got. And on the other side of losers, I mean, it's almost equal levels of accolades, right? When it comes to Summit.
Sorry, my mic is picking up a lot of background.
Not as long
from
of a decorated
everything else that's going on in the back right now,
but obviously the defending Evo champion. So Keishu Watamu, and I believe also the overall point leader of the global leaderboard for this season of Guilty Gear Strive as well, going up against Summit, who is the Chip, the legend. It's going to be a great bracket as well. And yeah, we've already saw some of these players get exposed to some of the matches yesterday in their group stage, right? I believe Metallic Cake had to go against Dysonologist in that Eno versus Happy Chaos matchup, and he squeaked by 3-2, so it was already close there. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how Jack approaches the matchup, who didn't have an Eno in his group yesterday.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm curious to see. Obviously, in this version of the game is really scary. If you kind of haven't been paying attention, you're like, why is there so much Eno in this version? Like, what's going on with her? Basically, her reward conversions and movement and neutral threats have just all been improved. And all the updates.
Jack's a
she's a really
Happy
scary
Chaos
character,
player.
and there's a lot of people who swapped her. I mean, Keishu, obviously, a lot of Evo Champ with Johnny, and then swapped over as well. There's a lot of people on this character now, besides just the specialist in Daru, who is in loser side. But yeah, Jack is, I think, the favorite for this bracket in a lot of people's mind. Very strong character, a very strong player as well. Just Jack is really good and is an expert on Happy Chaos, which is a dangerous character to deal with. And I think probably has a pretty favorable look into most players,
Absolutely, and I think one of the things that really shines on Jack in the player sense is his defensive capabilities, right? You got to be on point with Happy Chaos defensively because this character can obviously get mauled. Tremendous neutral, tremendous offense, but if he's knocked down in the corner, one of the weakest in the game, and Jack doesn't make it look that way, right? He really utilizes either the system mechanics or those certain like niche answers that Happy Chaos has, like the jump 2K escapes, you know, I mean, that's just always something to definitely secure your blanket onto.
Yeah, and like this character takes great advantage of things like backdash BRC and is like really hard to deal with, I think, in basically every part of the screen. And not only that, but Jack is like really smart about approaching decisions in defensive situations, as you mentioned, very studious player. A lot of people have jumped around and played a lot of different games, but Jack is truly from Celestial, like the Twitch name implies.
Yeah.
Like truly has been just playing Strive this whole time and is really like, I think maybe the sharpest of a lot of the players. Like people like Ditto, you know, obviously like Ditto was last year's champ and like has not been as sharp. He's been playing a lot of other games, right? So that's something to keep in mind. But here we are, Cake. I'm really excited to see this, of course. Damn, the guitar strap ready to go with the pick as well on the Eno winner side of the bracket and looks really strong this weekend so far.
Yeah, and he had the Metallica shirt on in this shot. He had the Iron Maiden shirt on yesterday, so I want to see what he brings to the final stage, the winner's side top 8 band he's going to rep. But honestly, when it comes to the gameplay, it definitely looked very on point, right? He had a very tough group, as all of them were, with Keishu, Watamu, Andros, and like I said, Daizenal just playing the Happy Chaos. So he's been exposed to this matchup. It did go down to the wire, right? It was 3-2 Metallic Cake. While Jack had a lot of convincing W's, he did go 3-2 against Patachu, but he went 3-1 against Chihuahua and 3-1 in the mirror against Yamashita. So definitely Metallic Cake. I want to see what he's got up against what many people I would say consider is the best Happy Chaos, right?
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, I'm really excited to watch this. I've seen quite a bit of Guilty Gear from this region, actually, and tune into quite a few of their, like, streams, and, like, they are always on really late, like, around this time, so I'm, like, looking for something to watch. And I've seen quite a few of their locals and online brackets and stuff. They got a lot of really strong players, and Cake's really fun to watch. Lots of really cool mix-ups and interesting approaches with this character. So pretty excited to watch this, pretty excited to see the difference in their playstyles. And it is just attacker versus defender, truly, right? Like, both these characters, really strong high-low, left-right mix-ups, lots of scary stuff to deal with. And Eno's, I think, like, approach in the neutral is a little more difficult sometimes in this matchup, but you kind of just mash on, like, HCL and other options to make Chaos respect you and then hope for the best. And then Chaos, it's more about trying to deal with this approach kind of violently running at you.
Yeah, it's hard to just do the air hover dash approach with Eno, right? Considering the shots. So you do have to bet on things like Chemical Love or like a Stroke the Big Tree. And if one of those things hits, then, I mean, Eno can run the complete gambit. We talked about how weak Happy Chaos can be once he's knocked down. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be the story of the matchup. And what I'm interested in as well is that Metallic Cake played against Daizenologist yesterday. And Daizenologist is more of a, like, try to lame you out best he can type Happy Chaos, while Jack, I feel like, is a little bit more grounded, a little bit more willing to engage, and probably has the best 5Ks of any Happy Chaos in the game. Like, just always at the max range, always opening up people with it, anti-airing with it, getting crazy conversions with a gunshot. So yeah, I really am interested to see the tempo it's played at and where they end up meeting a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it too. And I think both of them really strong players. Should be a pretty explosive, fun match. I assume button checks. I just see run up gold burst. That looks like a button check to me. But it should be a good one. I'm excited to watch this. Our other side of the winners bracket, also very good. And some really strong players on the loser side too. So if you're just tuning in late, it's going to be a sick night of matches. And obviously at the end, there's going to be an announcement as well, which I'm sure a lot of you are very excited for, very curious. All of us just like salivating at the idea of Strive 2.0. This game has been out for a long time. It's kind of the old man amongst a lot of the other games out right now on like all these other tours and everything going on, which is crazy to think about. And its player numbers and how interested people are in the game is so high for a game that's been out going on like 5 years now. So really cool to see. This game is really dope, really fun.
Yeah, it is wild to think about the fact that this is one of the oldest games on like the modern circuit right now as one of the main fighting games. And deservedly so. And Strive is here. And once again, as you mentioned, it's still one of the most supported games in terms of entrance numbers and whatever measurement you want to measure by. But it looks like our players are done with that button check. And I will say, you know, like the ratio we get like gold burst to start and it's actually the real match, it shouldn't be as high as it is. But we'll see if these two players bring that to the table today. It's going to be the first game of the Arc World Tour Guilty Gear Strive Top 8. We got Jack in the building. Somebody let out a huge whistle. I thought I was hearing stuff from outside. Versus Metallic Cake. Let's go.
I thought that was interference. I was impressed. I can't lie. Should be a good one, of course. And a lot of this is about momentum, like whether you can deal with the mix-ups or not. Back thrown into the corner. This is how it starts. 2K, 6H immediately burst, and both of them burst off the table. So, you know, next hit could be a big one. 6K on the backdash. Immediate wall break. Resources picked up and generated. Low on concentration, though.
You know, I really highlighted Happy Chaos's lack of defense, but you know, in the same way, right? She gets knocked down, no beater. Definitely going to be exposed here with the tap dust, gunshot afterwards. Wall damage with the super will definitely be enough. And Jack looks as sharp as he ever has.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing about Chaos is like the meter bonus from positive bonus and then the resources and the hard knockdown just mean you're dealing with a mix-up that's going to have like multiple follow-ups, and then afterwards it's going to be tough to defend that, and then even if you defend right, there's resources to get in there. So big backdash, and now a chance for Cake here. Gets the low on the 2K as well. Big conversion, should be a wall break, and takes the hard knockdown.
That's 2 lows on the Yoki that have connected now. We'll keep track of that and how it goes. Oh, tried it once more, Jack. That should avoid. Oh, and then the high 10 counter hit. Charge dust, air juggle conversion, bruh.
Yeah, and didn't. Oh, interesting burst. Did not want to get the wall break right there, right? And also there was no. Oh my God, tough mix up to see. Does not burst. And there's a late PRC attempt on the throw whip, and Jack's totally ready for it.
Indeed, nice stuff from Jack Bad on the backdash again. It got him out of the last knockout situation. Gets him out of this one as well. With, I think, the scaling, even with the wall damage. Yes, you know, is still alive here. 110 shot Metallic Cake, but so little life to work with.
Yeah, I love that Jack didn't go in. It's very scary. It's RPS there. It's the slingshot. Not fast enough for the fastest draw in the West. So a little scary, like trying to use the momentum on the fast PRC there to get across the screen to get in. But Jack just had the steady aim ready to go.
RC drift is fast, but it ain't as fast as bullets.
No.
One day, though.
The Chaos Man. He's got magic and guns. He's got magic guns. A 5P pickup.
Got some magic in his hands, too.
Yeah, I like hover into HCL there to try to catch the anti-air, right? Like just being like, okay, if you're gonna try to 6P or 5P my jumps, then I'll just hover HCL to try to beat it, but Jack a little too ready, and that's the thing about this matchup. You have to kind of try for some stuff when Happy Chaos is looking, but if you're not right, it's just brutal. This is just what happens, right? And positive bonus, extra damage, wall break, full resources, tough spot.
And Jack, very familiar, like you talked about earlier, does his homework, so he's really good at managing the risk reward and picking the options defensively and in the neutral that are going to really limit Ino's reward if she does get a hit. So, I mean, it's tough, man. Metallic Cake going to be looking for answers.
Yeah, I mean, hitting these HCLs, you know, you need to hit a couple of, yeah, exactly. You hit 2 HCLs, you just don't get a lot until you make it to the corner, and there's gunshot into steady aim, picks the Oki as well. Nice blocks and defense, but unfortunately just too much.
It's tough, man. The stomps were coming down the right. We saw the Faller's defense come out, create some space. Didn't get crossed up because of that, but still the scramble is so unfamiliar. It was tough to get the advantage. And even with the slowdown, the 5K was already out. And Jack, just like that, man, 2-0.
Yeah, it's so tough. Like, you know that Jack there, like, there's no concentration. So run up 2K, 2D into curves was like it's not really that great offense. And Cake's like, oh, I can chase. There's no resources. And then you just get hit, and then you know, the resources are back, and then you get juggled to the wall, and you get wall broken, and yeah, it's just brutal.
Yeah, he's really mastered the range of Happy Chaos' normal 5K. You see the high 10, the far S, all these things. And now the neutral jump stomp to call out the star from Metallic Cake. Jack looking ruthless.
And that dash up 5K airborne hit keeps the wall break. And takes it. Doesn't take the slump, just instead takes the hard knockdown because you already have so much resources. You're going to have 50 tension pretty quickly here after the positive bonus anyway. So. Yeah, RC available. The roll, that's like one of the first rolls we've seen.
Yeah, hasn't even really needed to play that so far. Chemical Love not able to connect on the dash. PRC in the throw. Finally, we get a connection.
Yeah, nice defense from Cake there, actually. It might not matter in this round, but that was really good. Okay, counter hit stroke, but a little too far. No MLA or anything, just takes the 2K low again.
He gets knocked down, and Jack looking to escape through the air, gets clipped.
Oh my God.
Finally building some. The reticle was lining up Eno, but managed to dodge the bullets. Gets in there for the first round.
Wow. Yeah, you gotta. I feel that. You gotta make something happen here. I like the offensive burst, and there's no burst from Jack, so this is a huge chance here. I love the throw. Finally convincing Jack to sit still on defense and not backdash.
Yeah, get some damage in there without building a lot of burst with the throw as well. PRC to keep him locked down. Nice deflect shield in response to that. But oh, the scramble metallic cake beats it by a frame. Puts a game on the board.
Oh yeah, and finding that 2S 5H counter hit confirm. Big damage on that, and that look at the stress on Jack's face. Oh man, this is how it happens. You just need a little bit to go right, and then Eno can start to do that stuff. That's the thing about her is, even if the neutral's a little tough or like the interactions aren't going her way or whatever, she just needs a little bit of momentum, and the people who are really masters with her can make that count, you know?
100%, and Metallic Cake actually showed that off against the defending EVO champ, Keishu Watamu, who we'll see a little bit later on in their group stage match. He was actually down 2-0 and came back 3 straight. So if you show that he'll get some momentum, he can take it a long way.
Yeah, I mean, as Daru said, right, just do good mix. Like, you land some good mix-ups, Eno wins the round. Like, you just have to do that, you know, a couple of times. So.
Okay, Jack constantly looking for the dashes and the 2S's, making sure he gets the chemical love. Now we're gonna get another hard knockdown. The tension's gonna be building both figuratively and literally.
Oh, the double overhead after the JGK with the jumpies, and it's slump or not. Gets the curse ball and takes the break. So full resources and your curse after.
Man, have the cake in 8-2. Huge advantage right now. YRC for a break and gets the counter hit as Jack was so confident trying to poke back. Understandably so. Everything has gone right for him so far, but looking wrong now.
Getting that burst there is really big too. I mean, like, Cake's one hit away now. Dive kick, nice check.
It's a clutch moments. Double whiff on the air normal and the 5P. Counter hits again.
Oh my god, Jack just has to be wrong one time here. Goes low, finds the hit. Has the HCL for the pickup, 6H MLA. This is the kill, and that's all you need. You just need that one moment where Jack can miss one thing. Eno gets a little bit of offense, and it's all downhill.
This is a lot of momentum, man. That first round, that second round coming off the offensive burst, and now this third round in a row coming off of a comeback. Everything is going Metallic's way now.
Yeah, huge damage on this hit. But look at how much that was off 2S. Like that, I mean, you just need one poke to go because you're trying to intercept and just gets clipped mid. Now there's a chance for Jack. The problem is, Eno has, oh my god, Eno has burst as well. So, like, even if you get the hit, like, Eno has another chance to just gamble here on whatever the interaction is. And the hover, nice empty low, has the Arcsys. Look at that, wild assault confirms to the corner, the kill, tied up set just like that.
I think that's 4 straight rounds, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Metallic Cake. What a comeback. And yeah, you mentioned the burst at the end as well. And Jack didn't have any meter as well, right? He couldn't have really many RC routes. Maybe he could have built to one, but it was going to be tough to keep the routing burst safe. So Metallic Cake was in a super good position, has fought this back. We are in a tied up set.
Yeah, I love the way Cake has been using like normals in mid-range. Just like a lot of 2S, a lot of like hover 2Ks and stuff. Just being very tricky about the approach so far. I think there's a lot of really smart choices. The roll hits though.
Very nice roll, and Jack's gonna get his game started. We haven't seen the roll too much, but it's definitely starting to come out now in the later matches. Metallic Cake's been FDing a little bit of the pressure, trying to stay away.
I think I got some feedback here.
The IPFD right there, but couldn't get him far enough. And Jack immediately going into the super as well. Doesn't want the burst to build up.
Hope you guys are enjoying it so far.
Down that round with a perfect.
Yeah, brutal. Just could not get going there. And lots of resources for Jack as well. HCL hits.
Looks like we got
I like how we're seeing stroke a bit more as well. Just a bunch of stroke, and then you hit 2S to intercept. There's the burst.
Great wall
Could be the last burst of this set, so you really need something to happen now. It gets hit backdashing.
And Jack, expert conversions as per usual. The big steady aim shot, juggling with a regular bullet. 2-4 on the board. Point in the throw. Metallic tried to do something to deflect shield again, gets busted down, and Jack not quite closing it out just yet.
Oh my god, chance. And there's the burst, but Chip is gonna be such a big problem, and Jack with the cleanup, the fadeaway, the concentrate at the end, winning our first set here, preventing the reverse sweep after some very scary, very tense moments. Managed to clean it up there.
Man, that was definitely big, scary hours, to say the least. Jack getting come back on 2 games straight. Metallic King looked like all the momentum was in his corner, right? That was like not just like regular victories as well. Like there was a comeback in there, and there was some expertly resource managed ways to kind of get the game going his way. But Jack ended up clutching it back out in that final game after those first 2 dubs. And I mean, this is who we know he is, right? And as you mentioned before, kind of like a lot of people consider him to be his own worst enemy. If he gets out of his own way, I don't know who's going to stop Jack.
I mean, he's got. Did you see the wallet on the table? That's like the black bifold wallet. Like that's the kind of wallet your father has. Like he's clocked into work. You know what I mean? Like that is an old man wallet. Like I think Jack is just here another day, another shift. You know what I mean? Like just another TNS on the board for him. So our next match is Nitro versus Hatuma. Obviously, we've seen the matchup, like the character matchup, many times, but it's always fun to watch Nitro and like how he's evolved. You know, obviously Evo champion, had a long stint on Jacko, and then had a long stint the cosplayers, Anji Mito,
Anji, Sin, Testament,
Abba. That key gotta be heavy. Damn, they all do the poses too.
That's what they got like a triple pose. We got team chemistry.
Do Sin's backdash right now. You won't. You a card with Faust? What the?
Faust in the cut, bro.
Those are huge fans. I did not realize how big those Anji fans are. And the spin.
The Elfo was hiding behind the key.
Oh yeah, there's an Elfo too. What the? There's so many.
Legitimately hiding behind the key, bro. Abba with the pose on the face as well. But Nitro, as we talked about, Tatuma coming up next. And as you mentioned, right, Jacko, long time on the character. Giovanna, plenty of offense and plenty of results with that character as well. But it has definitely been the Leo that's been handling work as of recently.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to, is he did a long stint on a bunch of different characters, but he knows what's good. He knows who's the character to lock in. He's on the line. Like, he knows what's up, So I like that he's on this character now. And then on the other side, somebody who's just been playing Soul the whole time.
He's actually pretty good. He's a solid Jacko player. And Giovanna player as well.
Has been a monster, right? Every time we're going to see him on a global stage or like an international competition, he seems very ready for the moment. We can always see him kind of wear the emotions
so it's great to see him here.
It's been a good time.
Finally made it.
The top like Nitro win Evo,
top
right?
8
Really
finals.
let out that relief of getting a big championship like that. So he has this world championship experience under his belt. He's going to be bringing it to the table today.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, is that this is the finals, right? Like, this is the Evo finals from the year that they played. This
the mic's off while
I'm
I'm
run
watching
back
this.
of that as our first match here, which would be cool to see as well. And yeah, I do like that the characters listed are not Leo. Like, he's just like, look at these cool characters I play. It's not Leo wiping. I smile. And then he's locking in Leo, bro. You're not fooling us.
100%. We've done our homework. You know what? It has brought Nitro to this specific dance. He's gone to a lot of dances with a lot of different partners, but this one has definitely been Leo Whitefang, been the business handler, and I can't imagine that he changes that up here up against Tatuma Soul. And as you mentioned, I mean, even with that Evo victory, I believe that's when Nitro wasn't really on Leo, right? So,
yeah.
But either way, I don't think he's going to be switching from that. That's been the character that has got him here to this year's finals. And Tatuma, man, always fun to watch, always aggressive, and just in general, a player that seems ready for moments that I'm like, how do you know that this is about to happen?
Yeah, and I'm always like interested to see Soul, because every version of the game, this character is a little different, and the way you have to approach and change things up is different. You know, it's like he used to be only far slash and like 6S were super dominant neutral tools. Then it was a bit more airborne stuff. Then it was like Bringer or Bandit Revolver on the ground. Then it's like Airbringer. Then it's like a lot of 2S and 2D buffers. You know, he just always has different ways to approach different things to mix you up. And I think he's like always a fun character with a lot of room to dig if you're a specialist. And, you know, it just makes him fun to watch at a high level.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Both of these characters, I think, at this point, very have a lot of character expression, but that's just the Guilty Gear trademark in general. And I'm excited with both of these players wielding these characters. Obviously, yeah, Tatuma always big size of relief. It always feels like you could tell that the atmosphere is intense and whatnot, but it always feels like it melts away once we see his gameplay. It doesn't ever feel like he's playing nervous or like second guessing or hesitant, anything like that.
Bro, he's gonna be sick of Tokon when they put Soul in the game. That's all I'm saying. Like, I saw that tweet today, and I was like, Arcsys, what? Like, what's going on here? Like, you know, Tatuma's set. They're they made that tweet, and I was like, all right, like, sure, whatever they say. There was a tweet 3 hours ago, for those of you unaware, about Tokon, where they tweeted about other people from other dimensions coming to the game, and I was like, Soul bad guy? Like, maybe I've been watching too much Guilty Gear. I don't know.
This man just needs the Soul plus 3 assists. He's good. He's like, I don't need a tag.
Yeah, just imagine the Vortex assist. His back assist, he just vortexes across the screen, just smokes you. It's really funny.
Oh man, but of course, stay locked and loaded throughout the top 8. Of course, there are announcements afterwards and all that. Looking forward to the Guilty Gear Strive side of things as well. As you mentioned earlier, right, the 2.0 stuff. We should be getting some details, which I know everybody is looking forward to. I'm betting that they bring back grabbing burst.
Grabbing burst, yeah.
Grabbing
I think
burst.
there's a lot of things people have pretty wild wish lists. You know, like IKs are on there, grabbing burst, like stuns. You know, like I've seen people say stuff like that. Like
I did not think about stun.
Yeah, I don't know. I would not want to get stunned in this game. I'll tell you what.
But yeah, both of these players, and when it comes to layovers of Soul, right, as we get back into the matchup, gonna be a fun one. I think both of these characters have like tools in the neutral at that mid range that are both strong. So it'll be interesting to see who kind of takes that aggressive route, or who kind of wants to bait out certain options, or if somebody like Nitro doesn't want to play that game, wants to like stay back a little bit, throw more projectiles to get to Tuma to be more reactive. There's a lot of different ways both of these or this matchup can go because of both of these characters.
Yeah, and I'm curious because like a lot of this is who wants to attack, right? Like I think the interesting thing about this matchup is you can choose whether you want to be the attacker or defender from either perspective, which I think makes it kind of fun. Like Soul can wait on Leo and just like stand outside his boom range, or on the other side you can do the reverse. Like Leo can just wait out Soul and use his like kind of play in the pocket, use like his 5Ks, his 6Ks, his 2Ks, and play kind of like second and let Soul run at him. So you know, they can both kind of play whichever they want, attacker or defender. It's on like the player to intuit which one they want to do.
Yeah, so I want to see who's going to lead the dance here. Who's going to try to establish some tempo and pace, and is it going to work out for them? So we get into the other side of winners. This is still winner's side action. Winner's going to be going on to face a Jack in that winner's finals. Let's get into it. Nitro NY versus Tatuma. Oh my, and already the IB on the Gatlings.
And you know the fun thing about Soul, and you know, he just is strike throw man. You just have to be brave and you have to pick an option, right? And I think that's what makes him kind of fun to watch. It's just that sort of way. And oh my god, what a flash kick. Around anyone, and dude, the IBs into beautiful punishes. Clean hit Fafnir as well. No break on this, like no super break for the hard knockdown, but Tatuma's gonna generate 50 immediately and he's gonna spend it. Yeah, just like that, he tried, but Nitro was ready.
Ooh, a little quick RC slash through Tatuma, waiting for the first kill on the other side, but Nitro's been letting the DPs fly.
Yeah, kind of an obvious success. Like Soul players burst and then success there basically every time. Wow, beautiful movement. What an option from Nitro in the dance.
But you have to push him away afterwards. Tatuma's defense has been crazy, the automatic timings.
Oh my god, and the scary scramble here, back throw on the PRC, close to killing. If he can make it to the corner, which he does, and he gets the wall break. I gotta say, Tatuma, the second he saw 50 tension, he just sent it with a revolver like 4 times, and every single one, Nitro was ready. So like, I think he maybe has to put the brakes on that a bit, because it was just like the first option he sent, and Nitro was so prepared.
Yeah, Nitro definitely looking for that as soon as he got the 50% tension. Now we got a wild assault conversion to get the wall break.
Yeah, early wall break. He's gonna have tension again here. Wow, what, dude, Nitro is, his footsies are insane. I mean, I think it's all that Geo, to be honest with you. Like, the way he plays that character and this character, I think he just has such a good understanding of the ground game in this game.
And the Nightbreak Vortex at a 6 PAs here afterwards, but Nitro's been so active on Wake Up. Oh, it looked like he canceled and blocked. Yeah, but then the cancel to the command grab.
Oh my god, he shades up Kusoru. What a bait from Tatuma. Not enough to kill. Nitro holds the burst. Minus takes the dash. The chip, he blocks it correctly, but chip is such a big problem in the cancel 6S Fafnir.
Man, oh man, both of these dudes. Looks like this match might go to the final one, honestly. Oh, might get the game too quicker than I thought with that counter here. We got a burst from Nitro trying to save his life.
And Tatuma trying to take space. Oh, he's going to be on, yeah, I was going to say he's going to be minus here in some way, shape, or form. It's just when the cancel stops. And does get the wall break. So Nitro in a bad spot, down a lot of life, and positive bonus is going to be big here.
Get the trade and scrambles. Goes way to the backdash. BRC overhead. Tuma's gonna get walled up here. Just waits for him to reset and he presses S afterwards to connect to Tuma. Taking game 1.
It looked like Nitro was kind of unsure if he wanted to break the wall or not. And he was like, I probably should. And then Tatuma just hit S. He was like, I'm hitting S, bro. I don't care. I'm Soul Bad Guy.
That was one of the most Soul things to ever happen.
Oh my god. Fafner on block, SDP. Oh my.
The Soul things do not stop happening.
Dude, is he going to do it again? Okay, he's like, no. I don't even want to block the Fafner, bro. I'm good.
Not gonna let you get to the stage where I gotta guess, but it's not stopping the Tuma picking it up again, and we're gonna wall break again.
And that kind of that choice like puts the fear of God in your mind. You know, you're like, is this guy gonna do it again? And then he's just gonna wild throw you or throw you, you know. So.
Sends it, actually gets the trade-off though. Jab recovers in time. We're all good. RC for the pressure though. Delayed DP, so smart from Nitro.
Yeah, and Tatuma waited a long time. What a bait. That disjointed back turn ass. That Leo White Fang pressure. It's eager to space himself out, and it's really hard to deal with. At worst, a lot of times it clashes, right? So you can FP cancel anyway. Oh, love the late air to air, but backdash BRC and the full charge dust to punish.
Are you kidding me? Nitro never missing an opportunity to style just a little bit.
Yeah, the unnecessary roughness.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and he bursts on the Fafner freeze, so he doesn't have to take the wall break or anything. How many 2S's? They both are 2S'ing.
Bro, he was cleaning the floor, bro. Now he get a little backdash out of that throw, but these 2S's from Nitro back-to-back connected. He converts off the second one this time.
I like this adjustment. Tatsuma's been standing there kind of a lot, like outside of his range. What a pickup too on the air-to-air JH. And he's been standing there at that range a lot, so I think Nitro's just taking space and just going low, being like, listen, you can't just stand here and wait for me to whiff. Like, I'm going to just take the space.
Actually gets the wall splag and get the wall break again. Neutral and Nitro has 100 tension. That's why Tatuma doesn't approach immediately. Slow down, but staying so safe with the air approach until then. And a revolver and baits out another one's got attention to RC it though, but blows through. He tried to fireball first.
Oh, kind of an awkward hit though. And then I like the delay from Nitro as well. Guard point, nice block, and he doesn't commit to anything until later. Oh my god, big IB. Very scary for Nitro to swing on that. He had the hit, didn't believe.
Indeed, a no meter for any easy conversions right now. Taps him and then gets the conversion. All K's right there. Nitro taking it 1-1.
Beautiful movement. I love like he hadn't like used his aerial like escape options at all yet, right? So I love just like jump, IED, like tap FD, turns around with the JK and just says, all right, cool. Like I'm out. I kept it safe, solid. Like I didn't have to scrap on the ground. It's like the one time. Oh, that's fun. The one time we saw him go for something like a little different than what he's been doing to defend so far. I really like that choice.
And it's a popular option, right? It's definitely something that Guilty Gear players do plenty of, like jump up, look for the IAD out, but oh, he's been looking for more DPs than Tatuma. Catches on to that one. Big punish. Oh.
Yeah, that hurts. That is a lot of red on that life bar. He can choose a bunch of different Nokia options here. He just runs up close /2D. Easy peasy.
A lot of red. Playboy Cardi combos. Tuma though interrupts.
There's wall break on this too. Double Fafner combo, builds the 50, so he can take the hard knockdown again. And it's just DP or not has been the guess here. Nitro has burst, so he's a little bit more incentivized to reversal.
Got it right there.
Tumba, oh, he tried to bait out that DP at the
He's
beginning
doing
as
burst
well.
right
The
now.
latest pressure to do that FD run up. Another escape with it. It's the air dash and an instant block in the air, getting the throw punish. Trying to bait something out, thinking Tatuma's gonna do it.
Dude, I love Tatuma's decision making there, and then gets a little excited. Okay, this is gonna be a wall break instant. Tatuma a lot of resources though. Like 50 tension, full burst. Yeah, okay, he's playing the game. Wow, what a dash of 5P from Nitro, forcing the burst.
Yeah, what decision after the RC there is it actually? Low profiles the jump and gets the tap dust into the RC. Nitro stays alive in game 3.
Man, he fought for that space. He kind of played in the pocket a lot more instead of just like playing further back, just dashing in, 5Ping in his face, just saying, I'm taking this space. And now look at him chilling.
The dash up instant block on the jump age. They hit so early as well, yo, Nitro. on his stuff, wants the offensive burst to keep the Tuma trapped, but he can't do it in the Bandit Bringer. Baits out the DP as well. This is going to be massive.
Yeah, this hurts. This is rough. Despite all the nice decision making in neutral, he just gets convinced into this flash kick, and look at that damage.
Oh! Sends it again though. Quick BRC tried it to Tuma. IBs it this time and catches the backdash with 6S, taking a 2-1 lead.
Same thing we saw last time, right? Burst, dash up 6S to catch the meaty. This time Nitro not believing in a DP, so set advantage so far to Tatuma, just like that.
Little stagger pressure at the beginning allows Nitro to start it early. Tatuma doesn't want to see any more of it, doesn't want to give him the wall break for the tension bonus. Beautiful 2S this time though after the tech throw.
Again, the reversals. He's not dissuaded. He's down. And you got to show someone like, still has to block here. Spent 50 tension to block, but what a dash block. And then takes the throw on it. Oh, man. Wall break.
Some of these dash blocks, dash jabs. This time the throw afterwards. Nitro's movement. These little niche situations has been so good.
Yeah, and the way he's stealing turns like that, too. He had the 50 tension. BRC's forward, and then the flash kick during the charge. Not enough to kill, but Chip is a big problem. Oh my god. I was going to say he can't block a DP, and he doesn't. He just runs in looking for more close slashes.
Smart stuff from Nitro right there. Let it fly. Begging on the chip kill, even if it did come out as a bait.
Bro, he's walking him down in the guards. He's like, what up? Oh, and then now it's your turn. And I like the combo routing. Very safe to burst. Yeah, he saw the 5Ps, and he was committed anyway. He's like, I need to burst. If I don't burst now, I'm going to give him positive bonus, and he ends up losing it anyway.
Man, Nitro in firm control, 100% tension as well. A little tech throw, dash up 2K, spacing them absolutely perfectly. Covers the whip throw, gets the anti-air, close S, heavy as the head that wears the crown.
Yeah, that's the king right there. That combo was beautiful. Like, close slash takes the air combo, jump P, grounded 5P, 5P for the splat. Like, just really smart decision from Nitro, because he didn't have the burst at the start of the combo, but he knew it was coming. So just like the situational awareness there was perfect. Even that punish, jump back PP right there, like just if you burst the jump back punch, then he just blocks, right? So very smart.
100%, and that's a very popular spot for people to burst right early on with the opponent in the corner. Smart from Tatuma to hold on to it though. Now we get the pressure up close, back dashing though. Nitro with the big 6 stage didn't quite reach into Tatuma. Really calculating a new game plan.
Yeah, one guess away now. He can play a little slower and like just kind of buffer pokes up close, or bring out the revolver once he hits the 50. You saw it too, he was doing like 2S, buffer close slash, buffer a lot of stuff, just in case Nitro ran into something, and then he took initiative once he had bar. Great combo. Yeah, that hurts.
Tatuma with the Sam Presti. Give me that. Oh, the close as actually punishes the landing frames though. It's a tough break for Tatuma. Gonna have plenty of meter on the opposite side of this wall break, but Nitro, this is a chance.
Guard point. And he nicely lands with the throw, stays in front, keeps the pressure pretty safe with the back throw from Nitro.
Oh, just outside of range, the back turn S, but it doesn't matter. Nitro is reacting so quickly in these scrambles. Dash up throw to Tatuma on a pixel.
Oh my god, back to BRC, what an air throw! Oh my god, he has a chance. And the FD on the other side, he did the 6 POS just in case, not knowing what side he was going to be, so Nitro ready for it. Final game, final round between these two, just like that.
Man, quick knockdown in the corner, the back turn S does counter hit this time. Tatuma doesn't want to see where that leads.
Oh my god, yeah, he was going to explode. That one moment he waited for the throw there.
And he tried to challenge the bringer, but no combo afterwards, and then just runs into the close S. Tatuma has the corner, doesn't want to get too antsy with it. The BRC dash down actually clips, and the slowdown allows a big conversion.
Oh god, nice block. What a dash up. He doesn't have meter though. Oh my god, and he dashed at the reversal. They both have 50 tension. No burst. Makes up time.
He gets in the 2K 2D interrupt. Tatuma converts to get it in the final round and go to winners finals. Incredible set.
Yeah, that was just like a nail biter. It literally came down to both of them having 50 tension, both of them committing on like offensive sequences, and Tatuma just gets the better of it. I mean, that set was a nail biter, just like back and forth, could have gone either way. Really fun to watch, and two characters who have like, I think, pretty similar game plans and approaches. So it's kind of fun to watch them just go out there and scrap, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. They like to play at similar ranges, and because of that, it's a lot of player expression and tempo, and you can see what the players want to do very clearly, rather than just like run a singular game that's going to win them the matches. So definitely love that set between Nitro and Tatuma. Tatuma's going to be moving on, of course, and Nitro not done yet. This was winner's bracket, so he's going to be dropping down to the losers quarters, awaiting the winner of Keishu Watamu and Summon, and of course Metallic Cake also dropping down, awaiting the winner of Daru and Gobo.
Yeah, should be a lovely match. I'm excited to watch that. I mean, Keishu versus Summit is going to be kind of what we just watched, but two very fast characters flinging themselves at each other, trying to see who's going to get the hit. The mix-up's going to be a scrappy match. And Daru versus Gobo, I'm very excited to see. They've obviously played each other many times, you know, both in and out of tournament. Really strong competitors, so that should be another fun one to watch. So we round out our loser side, and Jack versus Tatuma, our winners finals. That should be a sick one.
Yeah, no, most definitely, especially with the way these two looked, right? Jack able to just clean up in winter semis, prevented the full comeback from Metallic Cake. Both players getting the 3-2 victories, a lot of momentum, and they get a bit of a breather before having to go into their match after such intense sets, as we're going to drop down to the losers bracket next with Keishu Watamu and Summit, right? Keishu Watamu got second in the group with Metallic Cake, and then was able to win his extra stage match up against Yamashita on the Happy Chaos himself. So now Keishu going to be facing off against Summit on the chip.
Yeah, and Keishu, obviously Evo winner. Very impressive on Johnny, and then has made the transition to playing a lot of Ino in this version, with Johnny being a bit weaker. So we'll have to see, you know, what it looks like. I don't imagine we're going to see the Johnny come out for anything, but, you know, you never know. And it's going to be fun to watch. I think on the other side, obviously, you know, his opponent, World Class, has been playing this chip character for like a million years now, 20 years probably, or something insane. Like, he's been playing chip for forever, basically. So it's going to be a fun one to watch. Should be a scrappy match. Excited to see it. And that's a good picture of Keishu. You know that?
Yeah, it looks like he's enjoying life, you know what I mean? As he should be at the Arc World Tour Finals in Seoul, South Korea. You can see he's repping it on the hat. Definitely has done some sightseeing. You know, I know he's a big Tyler fan, so Tyler had a good year too, so.
Oh, word? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's probably having the time of his life out there. It looks, I mean, this stage looks dope. I'm a big fan. It looks like a good time out there. Got the hat on. Gonna be big chillin'. Excited to see him play up there, of course. And then his opponent, I'm sure he's wearing some insane garb. He's always wearing like some like I can't tell if it's pajamas or formal wear. Like he's just got some. He's usually wearing something pretty sick, to say the least. Yeah, see, he's always got something.
You're right. You're right. That is like the niche that I wish to fill. Like if I could dress like that 24/7, I would. Where it's like you can't tell if it's comfort or formal. That is the GOAT stuff right there. And Summit, definitely the GOAT chip, right? As you mentioned, has been playing this character forever. If you get into the fighting game community and Guilty Gear and you find out about Chip, you're going to find out about Summit. He is just synonymous with the character at this point. And I believe he qualified into this top 8 via winning the last chance qualifier outright, right? He was like the first qualifier into it, didn't drop a set, and now he's here in top 8.
Yeah, and I mean, he had a pretty wild path to get there. I was rubbing my eyes watching last night. It was a very scrappy set between Summit and Tiger Pop in the winners finals. And the loser side, I'm not going to lie, I was like, this Gobo guy is dead. I was like, I don't think Gobo is winning against all these characters back to back to back. I was like, Gobo has to fight Chip, and then he has to fight a Happy Chaos. He's got to fight another Happy Chaos. And I was like, all right, never mind. Gobo guy might be pretty good at Chip. He's just the GOAT. You can't count him out. So should be a good match though between these two. Excited to see it, obviously. And yeah, I mean, he dresses like a Chip player. I think there's no other, like, this is how all Chip players want to dress. I think they also think they're ninjas, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think Chip is very much a fan of the life that he now leads, and I feel like that's just the kind of personality that gravitates towards Chip, right? Like you gotta be your own biggest fan first. You gotta believe first, and you know that's why he's rocking it like this. And he's made me a believer. He's made a lot of us a believer over the years, and not only the Chip, but the fashion sense as well. I gotta take some notes.
Yeah, I mean he looks great. I like what he rocks because he looks like he's comfortable wearing it, and that's how you should dress. Should be a good match. Obviously, it's going to be a scrappy one. Loser side of the bracket, loser. This goes home in 7th place overall. And winner of this fights Nitro in the loser side of the bracket. The winner of our next match, the Dara versus Gobo match, fights Cake, who just lost to Jack up there. And both the sets are close. It was 3-2 on both of our winner semi-sets. So.
Yeah, most definitely seen it. Just close sets so far. I'm anticipating another one. Honestly, here, even with both characters being volatile and being very aggressive and able to rush down and kind of nullify a lot of what their opponent wants to do, that easily goes for both of them. So it could easily go round for round like that with whoever gets the advantage first. And yeah, it's all about, that's why in matches specifically like this, I'm always interested in the 99-second gambit in pretty much any fighting game in any matchup. But specifically with matchups like this, where the first hit can dictate so much momentum and so much offense, always want to really kind of focus in and highlight what they do at round start.
Yeah, and like, it's always RPSing, you know, characters that have faster far slashes, like Chip far slash, right, is obviously a good example. Like whether they just want to swing on far slash around start or like walk back and like look for whip punishes, go for 2Ds to try, or like low pokes to try to catch you swinging at their like high hitting normals, or do they just want to use their mobility or like some other tool to get in? So it's always going to be fun to watch. Eno versus Chip looks like it's going to be our match, of course, with the Leo theme in the background. Okay.
Interesting indeed. And as you highlighted, this is going to be our first loser side matchup as well. So loser of this is going to be done at 7th place in the tournament. It'll be a heartbreaker to watch one of these two go. Obviously, two legends of the game right now. Kishu with the move with Summit. Let's get it cracking.
Oh, instantly gets hit on the back dash on the Gamma. And uh-oh. Into the corner already. You mentioned earlier about Eno defense. Like, even though her offense is really good, it's a little tough for her. And the big thing about this is Chip has a reversal, which he uses immediately. And Summit is known to send it. He's down to send it on that DP and on with his burst.
100%. He's a Chip life, right? He's old. Can get the full conversion. Nice interrupt from Keishu as well. Oh, with the back dash BRC clipping Keishu as he lands for the dash. All the chips as well for the wall break.
Yeah, makes the time after the wall break. He has a bunch of options that he can run. Air dashes in the front with the JS, and that is that, just like that. Damn, he makes you watch.
Yeah, Summit is a Chip player through and through. It fits all the archetypes.
He's like, I am a ninja.
Bask in the gloriness.
Yeah, 2D round start from Summit that time, and Keishu just walked back, waited. Counter hit, gets the Rekka finisher. Now you got to guess on the stagger pressure. He does air block it out, but he sends it on the overhead all the way to the corner because of the meter as well. And so, yeah, gonna be a wall break. Gonna generate some more resources. Breaks with the Rekka cancel overhead for a bit of extra damage.
Oh my, with the front of the guitar behind the back. A Lucas 6P. Oh, overhead as well with the bonsai. Going with the wild assault as well. Like it.
And there was no burst. Like, Keishu was holding burst for a second in case there was a bait, but the wild assault strips the burst, prevents you from even spending it, so you didn't even get a chance after that.
Smart stuff right there. The routing.
Yeah, because if he just did close slash in a jump cancel, like, Keishu would have, you know, been baited anyway, so it was really smart.
Dancing on the rope. Oh, try to chemical love him off it.
Dude, the rope coming out and making you play air footsies around it is tough. The rope, who would have thunk, like, they're like, we gave Chip a rope, and it's this dastardly.
And Chip is an old school D&D player. Just give me 100 yards of rope. Watch what I do with it.
Yeah, give me a rope and a 10-foot pole, and it's over for you. I can beat any obstacle.
Oh man, but right there, Keishu firing back in the next round, and a big counter hit to start this one as well, already at the wall, which no means positive bonus.
That's a lot of damage. MLA format to end it, double space, 12-point font, 6P anti-air, and I'm curious what the combo is. Okay, not much. It was a little awkward to convert, and Summit, you burst there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, dude, I guess, but it was so scary. Like, I don't know, the jump cancel was really scary, but he's down to rip it basically instantly. I love the HCL there.
Oh my goodness, and Summit just cycling through the options here. If it's not DP, it's backdash BRC. Speaking of which, Keishu hitting him with his own pimp right there to tie up the set.
Dude, I love the approach that Summit tried there too. He's like he tried to be so crafty, and I do like the defensive choices, but just Keishu a little too ready. He kind of like tied up all the loose ends and all the ways that he could lose the round. So very smart from his play, and Summit he's just so fun to watch. Like, okay, round start 2D again, looking for that low, looking for the walk back.
there are not as many players, or there's not that many players that play as confidently as Summit 100%.
Yeah, he's just right, dude. In
Bro,
his own
look.
mind, he is correct. He just knows. Okay, I love the combo routing around burst right there, and I love Summit's patience on not spending the burst immediately too.
Exactly, really recognizing it's a high-level match where I don't want to stay on layer 1 with the burst. That's how you lose it real quick for nothing.
You burst there?
Yo, like we said.
Yo,
he
shout outs
always
to
takes his
Jammers.
big
That was a terrible burst. I'm not so sure about that one. Like, okay, you know. All right, well, it'd be like that sometimes.
Oh man, Summit, bro. He really
Dude, he doesn't care. He's just down. Like, he's just down, man. I don't know how else to describe it. He's just down to burst.
That boy is 2008 USA. Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay, USA. He just rips it. He's just like, I'm doing it, dude.
Oh, and now the pressure in the corner, though. Big overhead block, though, and with no mirror to cancel at the time. Summit does build it now. Oh, blows him up again. And Summit hasn't really been blocking up these wake-ups like we see, just cycling through options. Gets counter here for that one, and Keishu is in prime position to take a lead now. YRC blocked, punished, 2-1.
Very smart. That offensive sequence, like the way he put the brakes on there and just the 2K was very good from him as well. I think Summit's like game plan looks good, but he hasn't really been able to play much offense. So it's been harder for him to like kind of get to the part of the game where he can like execute and make things scrappy and cool. And playing defense for either player in this match is really bad. Like it is not good to be on defense in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. And just honestly, Keishu has had the reads defensively a little bit more than Summit. Because of that, we've just seen him more in the offensive role. Right now,
He's
though,
also,
what a chase down.
I'm kind of surprised. Summit's won the round start a lot, but then like Keishu has just won on defense and then converted and then made the right reads on offense way more. Like he was on the back foot in this round even. Oh, that's an unfortunate whiff. And the rope comes out. The little whiff jump S. Back on the rope. Back to the front. Nice block.
That was a really sick block from Keishu. Oh my, and the dive bomb to start the game up. Good block. Wow. Fakes the overhead. Quick RC low instead. Summit getting a little deeper in his bag.
Yeah, I like it. I like the tricks. He tried that earlier. It didn't work, but it's tough to see all the time. And that's the thing. It's like Summit's been winning round start, converting, and then Keishu's been winning on defense. That time he cleans up, and I really like what we saw. Nice rope canceling, of course. Just waiting down there on that big Eno 6P.
Keishu's 6P timing's a bit immaculate.
Yeah.
Especially with a flying around weird angle character like Chip. Supers, not enough, even on low health Chip.
Yeah, it could be safe jump here as well. Jump K, jump, immediate 2P afterwards, and just like that set point to Keishu.
Yeah, someone's been trying to bait out some of these 6Ps, falling at different timings and whatnot, but Keishu, I mean, it is a strong 6P to use. He's been using it well.
Oh, I like that a lot to bait. Some kind of thrower defensive option as well. Immediate super for the wall break.
Road Street Party.
In the front, JH. Nothing fancy there. Car's the Gamma, and just simple pressure. Just going to use this gauge. Oh, he didn't have 50. Still, got to be a tough block. Looking for the burst. Doesn't find it. There's the wake-up burst from Keishu just to get out.
Yeah, I was going to say it might not be that bad for him in the situation, but Summit still. Lovely conversion for the perfect to end it. I thought Keishu might have had a decent chance just because Summit had spent all the meter at that point, so if he managed to knock him down, it was going to be tough to get out, but nice job from Summit again, not really letting Keishu get anything started.
Yeah, I like the little 5K interrupt there, too. One of the first times we've seen him intercept hover like that in the set so far. And he had just, like, looked for it. He was very ready. Wow, he had 5H there. Oh, my God. Oh, my.
It's one of those buttons the Chip players have a full faith in it.
Bro, the rope on you, and you have to deal with upside down aerial normals. Somebody got bored and was like,
kiss.
yeah, he was like, you know what would be funny if you could do this air normals upside down. And they're like, ah, bro, that guy's hired.
Give this man a lab coat.
They're going to put that in Granblue. That's the new system mechanic. Air 6XL.
There we go. A store near you. Oh my goodness, falling with a D and then catching the backdash after the overhead, just chipping away at Keishu's health to go on set point.
On the dive. Wow, he did round start, air dash, back dash. To bait that from, that was like such a cool round start option from someone, and offensive burst just to keep the corner.
That's gonna be that time to get him out of trouble for a second. Keishu though, oh yeah, at that angle, still gets a trade off though. This is big for him.
Melee for the wall break into the super. he takes hard knockdown and I guess for the round. Late JD, nice block.
Jab after does get the overhead, converts with the RC, immediate burst from Keishu.
The rope mix-up just goes for the other side. This isn't going to be a kill, but it is wall break super, and now one guess away. There is lots of resources. You have to respect super, so maybe it'll be a cross-up so that the input gets messed up, or something very smart from Summit right there to clean up the set, knowing the meter was a threat. What a crafty approach from this guy. And he really clawed back in a tough-looking set.
Yeah, absolutely, right. Around game 3, I believe it was Keishu up 2-1. It looked like he had figured out a lot of what someone wanted to do and tame the chip approach, but he fixed it up for games 4 and 5. And love the call out on the cross up as well, right? That's a great way to still apply some type of pressure while staying safe from your opponent's meter. So Summit is just, I mean, a student of the game isn't one of to describe him anymore, right? He's one of the masters of Guilty Gear and has showed his talents across many, many different games in the franchise now, and glad to see him move on in top 8.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with his approach to that, and like, it's very scary to pressure people with 100 tension in this game because Super RC is so scary, but he just had the right option. You know, it's somebody who's played this game for a million billion hours, and he's just like, I know what to do. And it was a good set from both of them. Again, another 3-2, another very scrappy close set between two of our players so far. I mean, this is, you know, world-class talent fighting each other. It could have gone either way. Keishu, very decorated year this year, you know, in an EVO championship as well as a 7th place finish here at the ARC World Tour Final. So really fun to watch him play. I'm a big fan. Excited to watch him play in 2.0.
Yeah, man, definitely looking forward to what Keishu's going to bring to the table. He's proven that he can bring the top 8 level talent to multiple characters as well on a world level, elite level stage. So big ups to him. I think wherever the game goes, wherever he takes his talents with whatever character he chooses, it's going to be successful. So love to see the future for him as we move on to our losers round 1 final match between two absolute monsters, Daruino and Gobo.
Yeah, these are two players who have played many, many times. And I'm excited to watch this one because they have lots of different, you know, like experience playing against each other. And Gobo has a bag of tricks. He can play a lot of different characters, as you guys know, right? So we could see some Cube Man, we could see some Oscar, we could see a bunch of different characters. So depends on what he wants to play, what he's more comfortable in the matchup. And obviously Daruino, one of the legends of Guilty Gear. You know, him and Summit, I think they've been around for a long time. They're good examples of players who have been playing this game for a long time. Tatuma as well, who's in their winners finals. OG Guilty Gear players, and Daru's been playing this game for forever. He is taking it more and more serious, and I know he's planning to do a ton of traveling for this game in the future as well. He is the Ino GOAT, you know, for a lot of people. He's the OG Ino, the Ino in a million different Guilty Gear games, and he's the guy to watch for this character.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to character usage from Gobo, right? Where we're not really sure if Gobo is going to bring Oscar or somebody else because he's played so many different characters at the top level. We've seen Zato, we've seen Gold Lewis, we've seen Oscar from him before. While Daru, Ino is in the name, baby. That is the character through and through. He's not going to surprise you on the character select screen. All the surprises are saved exclusively for the end game.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, it's funny, if he wins, we're going to have quite the match on the loser side of the bracket in our an Ino scrap. So I'm curious to see that as well. And if you're Gobo, I mean, you know that you have to just fight back to back. So going to be curious. I wonder if he's going to try Oscar is my thing. I saw a lot of Oscar yesterday as well. He played some Zato, which is wild to me. Locking in Zato in the big year 2026 is a brave man, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The only time I saw it was against the Potemkin. So I'm not sure if he uses it in other matchups, but we'll see what he brings here. I'm expecting the Oscar. That's what I saw most during the LCQ. But again, I'm not sure if he ran into any Inos from my recollection. So it might have a different idea for the matchup because Gobo definitely got like concrete fleshed out ideas for the game, right? He's been one of the pioneers, and I think one of the people that has really innovated when it comes to high level and competitive level tech for Guilty Gear Strive since he's picked the game up. So he'll definitely have some ideas, and we'll see if it's going to be Oscar, a character that is very difficult to manage and play effectively and use all their tools effectively. But if anybody's going to do it, it's Gobo.
Yeah, what I like about Gobo is this game has many characters that take like sheer mastery to play well, right? Like you have to be someone who invests all your time and energy and effort to play a character at a high level, and Gobo plays like all of them. Like he somehow plays like the most difficult characters a lot of times and just plays multiple of them at the same time. Like juggling this many characters that are really difficult, I'm not really sure how he does it so well. But he just does. He truly grinds this game like almost no other player, and he's just really fun to watch for that reason. And Cube Man, I mean, this character is some brain work, but a lot of APM, I think, is the biggest thing about this character. It's about how fast you can do the actions required to get stuff on the screen. Like some of it is in your brain, but a lot of it is just in your hands and executing things quickly and not getting smoked while doing so.
Yeah, that's always been one of the highlights of him right along with one of the murder faces of the community, right? I think he's definitely, honestly, with Tokido's image nowadays, walking around as a vlogger, I think this man has definitely kind of been the heir to that type of throne. But Gobo, when you talked about how he plays like all the high execution characters, I don't get it either, man. I like to play a technical character every now and then. I do not play multiple of them in a single game. Like if I'm playing one, all the other characters I play are going to be simple as hell.
Yeah, you need to be playing like the hardest character in the game and then the easiest character in the game, you know, for fun. Like you can't be doing all this. Like the investment is pretty wild. But I think he just doesn't like playing simple characters. I think he likes the challenge of investing in a character that you know that you're going to have to put in like 300 hours, 500 hours, 1,000 hours to get in there with. And I think he enjoys it. That's the cool thing. Some people despise that. They're like, nope, I want to just pick up my character and what they do on the first day works on the 1,000th day, you know? Whereas he's someone he's looking for the challenge of mastery. I think a lot more than just like playing a character and winning, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And to go back to the APM thing a little bit, right? That's one of the coolest parts about fighting games to me is that like players achieve flow states in different ways, right? And you might be a slower based player who can just kind of like fall into that via the monotony of like a slower back and forth style match where nobody really wants to approach. And then there's players that need the high APM, that need to be constantly doing something, right? That play characters that can be constantly doing something that matters, even when it's not directly engaging with the opponent. And Asuka is one of them, but looks like we might be getting Asuka just yet as he's highlighting the Gold Lewis.
Gold Lewis Dickinson. I've seen him play this matchup before. This is one that I've seen him play against Daru many times. Like the big thing about this is obviously anti-air 2P for Gold Lewis is really strong, and like your pressure once you get going, it's tough for Ino to deal with. But Gold Lewis on defense, bad in the matchup. Like I think all of his characters are kind of like bad on defense. But you know, we'll have to see if this is what he wants to do. Obviously, very explosive character, high damage, and if he gets going, I mean, Ino does not have great ways to defend against him.
Yeah, 100%. Like we talked about earlier about the lack of defense when she gets knocked down. Gold Lewis can easily run amok and just in general always going to be threatening even on block, either your life or your meters coming with him. Tell you what though, you mentioned that 2P. My man Gold Lewis, he's invited to the Carne Asada, bro. That 2P is definitely elbows up side to side.
Elbows up side to side. That's a classic, actually. That's a crazy throwback. That's playing on the classic now. That's unfortunate for us. Like the gray hairs are kicking in.
100%. That is on the old school stations now, brother. Oh no.
Yeah, we get to see it here. Intros coming in. Ino versus Gold Lewis. Two very strong offensive characters. The big thing is how they play the neutral in this matchup. You know, is it Daru playing second, waiting for Gold Lewis to approach with the air stuff, or is it Gold Lewis like doing jump back D or preemptive Behemoth or trying to anti-air 2P or 6P to try to catch her coming in? Like, who's the one that wants to attack and who's going to chill?
Yeah, exactly.
Are they both just going to run?
Right, Daru, obviously, and Ino in general, you think of as an aggressive character, but I think she's going to know Gold Lewis who wants to stay back a little bit, throw note, throw chemical love. But let's see how they go about it. Our last round one top 8 match and a wild assault at 99 seconds. Gobo. Maybe I got to take the invite back.
Yeah, immediately in there, catches him low. All Ino players want to do is empty hover low. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't even want to hit you overhead. They just want to do empty hover 2K. And that's what Daru hits you with. And the way he controls this character on offense is, I just think, like, so comfortable in a way that you can't really do unless you played this character for as long as he has.
See the processing speed. He's so quick to go to the next option. Like, knowing if his first option whiffs, how exactly the opponent made it whiff. Right there, stroke the big tree, interrupt in the wake-up attempt.
Yeah, and takes the knockdown, does not take the wall break. This will not be a kill, actually. That's a big dude. So a little bit of life left. BRC forward. Oki on your Oki. And just gets hit mid with the close slash.
in with the post slash indeed. Gobo got interrupted a few times now. Dive bomb afterwards, cornered up early. Oh yeah, I was gonna say uses the burst, but Daru knew that was coming. Little jump cancel for the punish and the wall break.
Yeah, so comfortable, right? Like just knowing that interaction so well, knowing the cadence and timing of the burst is coming as well. And there it is, immediately lands, hover overhead again. And now you gotta guess the low, and he has super for the wall break. Positive bonus extra damage, not enough to kill, but chip is a problem now for Gobo, and any mix-up will do it.
Yeah, exactly right. It's gonna be very tough to survive this one. You gotta FD every instance of chip. You can see Gobo try to look for it, then try to stomp it out. But a little dab to the dome completes the perfect for Daru. And I don't know, perfect? I feel like we're going back to the character select.
Yeah, I love the hover jump P there too, just like really controlling that space in front of him. Goldust has anti-airs that he can try to use against her, and you saw like 5K and 2P and 6P, but he didn't stop the approach very well in any of his tries. Right there, he tried to walk back 2S, it did not work, and he gets hit low again. Immediately force off the burst.
And Daru's did a good job switching up the round start options, delaying when the dive bomb's coming. Starting to poke again with the old HCO, but the 2B anti-air and Gobo was so clean at converting.
Yeah, with dash up, 2K Behemoth was coming. And again, he tries the 5K anti-air. Daru's just ready for it and eats the hover.
Oh man, and now another opportunity for Oki with plus frames. Oh, the long distance though doesn't connect because of the distance.
Oh, and caught the back dash. Yeah, just easy to see in the slowdown. Deflect shield, but the fadeaway HCL. The laser's coming on you, drop the hammer, but she's just out of the way in the perfect conversion until the end. Oh my god, cross up. Nice block. A little fuzzy jump from Daru.
And Daru just wants that space back again. Actually goes right back in as soon as he gets that space. MLA gonna challenge the plus frames. No, sir.
And brutal. Just like no go. Finally gets a chance. Rips the 360, looks for the reversal, and just nothing home. Yeah, good challenge. That was really high in the jump.
He set up the satellite, the flex shield to get that space. That's all Daru's been looking for. Yeah, exactly. That chemical love range. Able to harass with the no to cover the approach, but oh, the kick.
Little whip P, 5P into Behemoth there. Looking for something on the low, does not find it, and Daru pressure. And it finally catches him low with a little walk delay, knowing he's going to look for the overhead hover. Reset with a note again. Is it slumped? It is. He's going to walk on him. Gets the overhead mix up again.
Try to reset immediately, just wants to keep this corner. No, Gobo has a big body go loose on him. Finally takes the wall break now as you're close to 50% tension and positive bonus.
Nice 6P on the cancel and mix up time. What a fuzzy! And blocking the burst, like he's just too ready. He has a fuzzy on that height. He instant overheads you. He knows you're gonna burst, and he's just ready for it. It's just, like the comfort he has on this character and the pace he plays is just too hard to deal with. You have to really throw a wrench in his game plan to slow him down.
Yeah, that's the thing with Gobo. I think he's so good with the processing speed and usually so good in these situations where he often is the first to react and know what to do. But this is against Daru, and Daru is so committed to Ino that he's seeing like every niche situation more than you're going to as the player of the character.
I love the hover into immediate HCL there. Delay, nice 2P, and then it's a side swap. And he's gonna take the break, it looks like, as well. Does not want the corner control. He just wants the hard knockdown and the damage.
Glass breaking, walls breaking. And there's something happening here as well. Oh, the satellite just waited for Daru to get aggressive with it. Oh
wow.
My goodness, the jump back, the rising button. Knowing Gobo was gonna try to escape the corner. Command grab, jumped and punished.
Is the most Daru thing to do, to just rip it and send it on the Megalomania there and just say, I'm going for it, but unfortunate for him. Nice 2P, really good anti-air properties on his crouching jab. So something that he can take advantage of. The deflect shield's a no-go. And the deflect shield that time, but he tried to move after. Not quite dead, though.
I'm gonna say, you just follow the deflection over another Behemoth. It's so tough to actually challenge that. We're gonna apply this pressure here. Gobo, those got 50% tension. Another interrupt with the 2P and another conversion after.
I love the patience. Knowing that Daru is going to commit to something offensive there, he does commit, and when he commits with the dash, the problem with going for dive kick like that into hop, I mean, 2P is such a good check that very hard for you to do much there. Anti-air, so it makes punishing or dealing with whatever she wants to do out of the air really easy. Nicely done there.
Yes, and clean. Now Kobo again started with the wild assault at 99 seconds and follows it up. I don't need burst meter, dog. Oh, the shoulder counter hit now as well.
Oh, nice anti-air. Daru with a little bit of play here. Uh-oh. Overhead connects. Can take the break on this. Oh, he went for the double behemoth. Did not get it.
Man,
that's a big drop.
Man had bloodlust.
Nice block, though. And then the overhead comes anyway from the hover, and he's going to take the reset as well. Double overhead this time. He has meter for the break, does not take it. And the mash, I love it. It forces the burst, the flex shield, the plus frames get reflected.
Oh my goodness, interrupts, but that's okay. Brings him close and then gets the cross up using the laser push. Kobo, bruh. Ridiculous.
And then that JH back scratcher behemoth to catch you afterwards. Oh, he's ready for it. Now a chance for Daru again. 6P, but he's ready with the block. He doesn't get anything off of it though on the air block. 6P behemoth. Now a knockdown for Daru.
For the MLA in behind the back. Stem block on that. Did not get pushed away and get a true punish. Kobo so clean.
Tap dust from Gold Lewis, something you don't see often, opening up the coffin. So Chance gets counter hit by HCL here.
Waking up with
chilling.
He is indeed. Oh, but doesn't get the stroke. The big tree punish now. Big trade on the Behemoth Typhoon. Oh, one more casket to the hat for a tie set now.
Just like that. Oh, he put the finger up the one. He just hit him with the I need one more for some reason. Every set so far just ends up going to a 5th game, and Daru a wry smile on his face as well.
Oh man, and I have to go down 2-0 as well with all the different characters that Gobo has at his disposal. What confidence. It tells you, man, how much he knows this game and how confident he is in his knowledge of it, right? To stick with his character now, it's an even set, and to stick with the wild assault at route start.
Yeah, I like that he retried that option. He brought it back to the table and said, what's going on here? Like, what is this going to work out or not? Didn't work out for him here, but something to keep in your mind if you're Daru for sure.
It could be setting up a long play at the end, but Daru, though, the one doing all the playing right now. Gobo's going to burst, try to do something in this round. Oh, before it gets away from him, but that's looking like exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, can he? Oh, he just built the meter with a little dash into the super, so just barely had the 50 tension. Daru ready for it, and now Chip's the problem. Oh, nice 6P. Okay, and he forces the burst. Daru spending there, I think makes sense, given that he really, really wants to win the round. But that is a big win for Gobo.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting that off the table here means big advantage. You can get an early hit, but he hasn't been able to find it. Daru again running all the offense. Gobo at least has burst back on the table, but you don't want to use that yet. You got to make something happen, and this is it.
Nice, big damage, hard knockdown, mix-ups.
So smart to go over again because of the 100% tension, right? Was similar to earlier. Cross up the inputs a little bit before the mix-up.
I like the 2P, gets under HCL, and it's an anti-air, which is very, very good in this match. But he's a couple of guesses away now. Very scary whiff on that. Whiff on the super as well, and Daru just gets smoked. So final game, final round, just like that.
And Gobo had not built the extra tension either. Did have burst available, but that definitely could have got baited. We are at one more round for the set.
Oh god. Oh, okay. I was gonna say he didn't get a plus frame behemoth there, but he uses the security to cancel HCL. I like that he dashes into the node. It makes it a little bit more minus, so he doesn't have as much time. And another one. He's got no burst gauge.
What an interrupt there. Or immediately spinning his burst back. Oh, shot to get rid of the node. Just runs under the chemical glove.
Bro, he brought out the minigun. 2S buffer is a no-go. Gobo one big hit away now. Jump the MLA. He's got a guess. The delayed overhead. Oh my god, this could be bad real quickly. He has 50 tension, a hard knockdown. Gobo's got a guess.
Literally see Gobo switching his blocks. Getting away, gets clipped, and the MLA still in the mix, but still blocking it all out. Say Jam, all counter hit is there though.
Nice defense until right there. One more guess away. Gets the low. He built the burst, but it's too late. And just like that, Daru, cleans it up. And look at his face. Oh my god, coming down to the wire. Pop it up to the crowd. Dude, he won by a pixel. Oh man, it was all down to that. But Gobo, the resolve to stay with Gold Lewis and bring it all the way down to that.
Man, yeah, exactly. Like it looks almost to me like I was like, you gotta switch, bro. Like it looks like he knows what to do against Gold Lewis. It looks like none of the usual playbook is gonna work, but Gobo knew, right? He made a couple of adjustments to the gameplay, made it an extremely competitive set. But Daru in South Korea on home turf defends his life, manages to move on to the top 8.
Yeah, was there like a single person who was like, nah, dog, he's down 2-0, lock that Gold Lewis in. Keep that on there. I think everybody was basically like, this Gold Lewis might have to go. So I think fair enough to him for knowing that that was the matchup that was going to be the best with, and then making the adjustments to clean things up, get a 2-2 set, put himself in that final chance to clutch things out. And it was a good one. It was a nail biter between them two. So 4 matches so far. Every single match has gone down to the final game. So we've had some scrappy ones so far, and they've been real good in this top 8.
And that's the thing with Strive, man. Whether it's like here at the Arc World Tour Finals, at Evo, anywhere you get like international elite level competition, it always delivers in match quality. Like the sets are just off the charts, bonkers every time. Entirety of round 1 was great sets. And all these players, well, I was going to say all these players, but 6 of these players are still in, right? Obviously, we did have to say goodbye to Gobo and Keishu What the Move, but still, so many top-level players. We're going to get to see Metallic Cake and Nitro get another chance in the losers bracket as well. That Jack versus Tatuma winners finals. So, amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be some great sets. I mean, and we still got a lot to come, right? That's the thing is that matches so far have been dope. And lots of really good high-level matches coming up, so really looking forward to it. Looks like it's our time for a break. We'll catch you guys after this one with more of our top 8 action.
I built a whole new set of drills to bust your ass. Get ready for your worst nightmare! Bring it! No holds barred! At attention, maggots! You're gonna learn today. Think our best makes you invincible? What, big scythe ain't cutting it? More where that came from. I wanna see some grit! I won't tolerate punches, so come for the jugular. I'm ready! This is it! Good. You're finally shaping up to be a real soldier. Who said you could rest? On your feet, you big baby! Been itching to show a lowlife like you some hospitality. Get ready to kiss the ground! Who's next? La-dee-da, you fancy snowflake. Careful now. I'll melt your candy ass! That all? Pathetic! On your feet! Where's your backbone? Oh? Nice spirit! I'll take it. My drills aren't for little pit babies. You smell that? It's a whole shitstorm. Back to the cesspit with you! Knife it! I've got your arbitration right here! Ramjet Obliterator! You maggots were disgraceful out there! Once again, from the top!
Welcome back to the Arc World Tour Finals, everyone. Myself, Range, along with Sajam, have already brought y'all the round 1 top 8 matches. Every match going down to the final game. Immaculate level gameplay that resulted in Jack and Tatuma taking their spots in winners finals. And the match we have here now is going to be losers bracket quarters, Nitro NY versus Summit. How you feeling, Sajam?
There should be another interesting one here. I think the big thing is that Summit is certainly the attacker, right? I think like he's going to be pulling up and trying to make his offense happen. We have to see the kind of balance between reversals and defensive play from both of them and like who has more resolve, because I think both of them are going to be in some bad spots, going to be having to commit to reversals or not, or how they defend things and deal with stuff. So it's going to be like, I think, another heater of a match. I mean, all the sets so far have been bangers. They've been really, really good. And I'm excited for this one as well.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. Like, Summit has been willing to be sending it, and so did Nitro, right? We saw Nitro in that matchup against Tatuma. Both of them were really willing to send the DPs a lot of the time as well. Nitro will use that maybe, like, anticipation of him needing meter or something like that to protect himself against you, and just will let it fly as soon as he wants to. So Nitro it's going to be fun, and I think Summit is obviously going to have plenty of aggression on the chip as well. And I just want to know, is it going to be like back turn S City for Nitro, right? Just trying to put the big normals up to stop chip on the way in. But obviously we get a nice look at the venue as well with all kinds of dope stuff. We get the Grand Blue Fantasy versus Goods list. I know they got the Tokon booth out there as well with Wolverine, Danger, and Magic. We got waves to the camera. Definitely looking nice.
Wait, can I buy all this merch online? I'm like seeing all this, I instantly got jealous. I was like, wait a minute, I'm trying to buy some merch. So I gotta go check the site and see if they're going up or if it's up there for this. I know they have a ton of stuff on their site already. Like there's a ton of stuff on their shop, on their website, but I gotta see if some of the stuff I saw there that looked kind of exclusive is around. But anyway, hopefully you guys have been enjoying all of the matches so far. Lots of cool stuff for you to pick up there in person or on the internet. And excited to see this one. Nitro versus Summit. Cake versus Daru in the Eno mirror on the other side, which should be a fun one, of course. It's going to be a banger one. I'm sure everybody from Oceania is going to be hyped, rooting against Daru, trying to get their boy to be the #1 Eno, so that should be a good one. Excited to see that match. And afterwards, we'll jump back up to the winner side of the bracket, get that Jack versus Tatuma match.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that one as well. Jack and Tatuma, two top-level players that have been two of the most consistent Guilty Gear Strive players for years now. Going to be battling it out to see who gets the grand finals winner's side. But as we mentioned, right, the next match is going to be Nitro versus Summit, most likely Leo versus Chip. I wouldn't be expecting any other characters. I think Leo can do just fine in terms of taming up Chip for Nitro. I don't think he's got to go in the bag for Giovanna or Jacko in this case. And yeah, I mean, it's similar to the case of what we see with these like a little bit of legacy Guilty Gear characters. Leo's not as legacy as Chip, but these characters that have these strong options at kind of mid-range and whatnot, and it really requires the players to have their own unique tempo and rhythm to movement and picking their options. So it's going to be a fun one between these two.
Yeah, I'm so curious about this too, because I think of Nitro as like such a patient player, and like he's good at intercepting approaches, which is what we saw in the winter side set, right? But it's very difficult to do that against Chip. Obviously, this character is just so damn fast. So you kind of have, it makes you feel stupid, but you kind of have to swing at the air against characters like this, because if you don't swing at the air, you can't react to their approach. So you kind of just got to do it. And so I'm very curious to see what his game plan is, like what kind of defensive options he's going to use. Is it going to be like IAD back options? Is it going to be like preemptive 2Ks, 5Ks, 6Ps, you know, stuff like that? Like what's his plan of attack and how does it work? So excited to see it.
Want to see the IAD equal sign, the big jump H's, try to interrupt Chip on the rope. That's actually might be a decent angle to interrupt some of the rope shenanigans, right? That's another thing you're going to need answers for. We're going to see how often Nitro keeps the charge as well, right? Ready for the flash kick. So that's going to be another thing that might help him in these aerial pursuits of Chip. But this is going to be our losers bracket quarterfinals, our first match in that side. Nitro versus Summit. Loser goes home in 5th place. Winner stays alive.
Yeah, should be some good matches so far. We've all seen them, and excited to see these two scrap. I want to see what this opening looks like. Okay, patient dash block, and then Summit taking his turn immediately, right? Like it's very just, let me pull up and see what you're doing, versus like I am trying to make this happen. Nicely spaced, and look at the way he played around the burst right there. Very smart from Nitro as well. And the backdash from Summit.
Man, Ed destroying back turn S and the IBFD to get some room. Always looking for the jump equal side, but didn't come back in on the rope, just fell at the end of it. Able to pick it up after.
Yeah, that was just like he got himself mixed by where he dashed under to, so he didn't even know what side he was going to be on. IB's there, fuzzies the overhead, but then that time gets clipped by it and forced off the burst.
And Nitro preserving it for a second there, but the low connects Arcsys for a little bit of damage, baits out the super, he's got tension. He actually is going to spin it. Summit stayed so high in the air. Oh, and then the falling D with the big counter hit. Nitro, it's so tough to anti that move, right? It has such a quick downwards hitbox, annoying in many games.
Yeah, it's a tough angle too, sometimes where he can approach on it. And with the rope out or other things, he can always change that as well, so it's a lot to deal with. Oh, no confirm, he missed the flash.
Fortunate. Nitro trying to stay at that space where he can find the anti-air on Chip after these weird angles where he can approach off the rope. Does interrupt the pressure though.
Yeah, knowing which characters have interruptible 2K 2Ds on their string is pretty important, because you can reversal through, which is a big deal, or backdash, right, which is also really nice. Just takes the break with the cling on 5-8. Nice, wow. Nitro ready for it. No break here. Just spaced out pressure against the wall, back turn. Back turn P whiffs, and he has the counter ready.
Gets the counter out of time, but another DP is sent by Summit. Tries to go low after. Interrupts him with a blade, and another interrupt with the DP this time. RC as well. Nitro drops the combo though.
Oh my god. Summit trying to bait something out there. Gets over, and the burst is gotta come. Yeah, so he forces a burst out. Jump kick, air to air. Looks for the throw. The patience from Nitro. Just like down backing and saying, yo, I'm chilling. I'm gonna wait for this. I'm gonna see what you do. Reaction.
Yeah, for the tech throw as well. Just to sit there and know Summit was most likely going to be active with something. Very smart to keep the charge in that instance.
Dash 5P check. Nice backdash. Gets out of there on the 6K. IB's to the other side, but no challenge. Delay on the flash kick after he tried to bait it.
We saw a crazy delay from Nitro in a previous set as well. He's so good at that. Oh my, I thought he was going to do it again there, but blocks it out. The slowdown doesn't actually connect with Chip, so he escapes freely.
Oh my, just clings up there, catches them. Gonna take the break.
The Klingon pressure, alien stuff.
Yeah, man. Other side, cross up, and just before the burst, spends the super to try to squeeze through that extra bit of guts and get the kill. And he does. Very smart right there. Spending the super, super good from him to know, like, all right, cool, I can spend this right now. You're not going to have burst. I can try to get that last bit of damage. Really like that situational awareness.
And recognition from Summit, man. Doesn't let anything slip by him. Ooh, trying to switch up the pressure a little bit with the Wild Assault and going all Nitro's way. And spacing out with that back turn S, but the FD pushes him out of range, wasn't ready for it, and the DP punished as well. RC trying to bait out a burst around it, Nitro patient though.
Yeah, he didn't get close slash there for the chip punish, so kind of unfortunate that he got a bit less damage than he could have got. No wall break there either, not quite enough wall damage. What a bait, and the burst, he's gonna burst to hold the corner here, trying to make something happen, blocks it, and he's gonna force burst here, for sure, from Nitro, I think. Or is he gonna wait until after the wall break? The mix-up! Down up, though, he doesn't care about the side. He's second, so he gets the offense. Nitro, one more chance, trying to bait it.
Nitro, he's not bursting, holding his ground. RC here, he's trying to hold it for as long as possible, and does.
Oh. Tap dust in the front. I mean, he was committed. There's no bar down there.
Man, yeah, he was like one gambit. All I need is the dust damage for it to connect. Great measurement by Nitro, but what just confidence to bet in that instance. Oh, tries the anti here, but again, these falling like rope angles. It's so tough. The jump H's, the jump D's, they hit so low so quick.
Yeah, and he can get on the rope, off the rope, air dash. Like, you know, he's got lots of tricky stuff, so it's very difficult to deal with. Oh, flash kicks to Alpha. Immediate DP. Summit, he doesn't care. Like, he's down to rip it. And if he doesn't, he takes advantage just like that.
Yeah, we saw 3 DPs in a row right there. 2 from Nitro, 1 from Summit. Nitro trying to bait another one out. He does find the clip here in the corner back dash BRC. Trying to, again, jump back a little bit and keep Chip contained in the corner, but he can't do it.
I love the patience that he showed as well. Uh-oh, knockdown timing. And the spacing and awareness from Nitro, and beautiful bait on the burst. Like, the way he's pressuring, like, his jabs and back turn pressure to be safe to DP is so particular, right? You can tell that he's done this a million times. He's just so ready, and he just plays around these options really well.
That back turn S, man, all hitbox on that bad boy. Great spacing from Nitro time and time again. Again, looking for even the stance at some points to interrupt his pressure, but oh, back dash BRC ends up baiting out the flash kick.
Yeah, and he's gonna land. The super's gonna go under. Oh, he misjudged a little bit there. Wow, wake up 2K knowing that he was gonna look for it, and the backdash BRC. What a whiff cancel! He blocks the burst because of it. Nitro, he's dancing on him. Oh my god.
My man Chip was not tall enough to ride this ride and then got thrown off the roller coaster. That's wild. Nitro, what a comeback.
That was one of the coolest Leo sequences I've seen. That was just this. Oh, and the 5P. You see him standing there menacingly.
Nitro, bro. Oh, the intimidation factor gets put away though with max range 5H. Blows through him and his clone. Oh my, again, challenging the 2K 2D sequence.
Air escape and then just gets caught up in the muck. The J2K, it's so tough when Chip is scrambling with you to get the better of him. Wow, that was so good. Oh my, he said, I know that you're gonna fuzzy the overhead low fake out, so I'm gonna do a double fake out and go for another overhead.
Man, and then the low. Job from Summit, using it again, well spaced time and time again.
And he had the rope there as well. Yeah, it was gonna be tough. Oh my god, guard points, but it goes the wrong way. He's got a rope, man. Rope beats everything.
Legitimately, bro. Like you said, rope in a tin can. I'll solve any problem you need me to do.
Dude, it's messed up. Anything's going wrong, rope. He just always got a plan.
Oh, does clue him this time though. Back turn S once more. Catching Summit, looking to escape massive damage and curve.
Yeah, it's just a 3-piece too. There's no scaling there really. It's a lot to eat. IBMP, wow, it created the space. The super, it was so slow you could see it there. Doesn't even spin the bar actually.
And then fades away the equal sign, gets a little bit more damage, but not enough.
Oh my god.
Just outranged. Rips the flash kick to get the dub again. This is such a high-paced, explosive match between these two characters.
I'm shocked that wasn't a safe jump too. I'm shocked he wasn't like falling JS safe jump left right or something. Like he just didn't have it on him, and then unfortunately just gets flash kicked. So 2-1 just like that, set the Nitro.
Might be one of those things where, you know, the scramble, the pressure of the scenario caused the safe jump timing just to be a bit off. Yeah, getting clipped. Oh, sets out the rope again.
Yeah, he just knows. Every time you go for that 2K, 2D, there's just going to be a flash kick from Nitro. So backdash BRC goes for the overhead. Nicely blocked from Summit. IBFD, look at the punish.
He shows so much knowledge here. Looking so ready for the matchup. Oh, and then the parry. That's an answer to some of the rope pressure. Catches him low again. Summit, I think he thought he had room to wiggle out defensively. We got clear with the max range 2K. Nitro 1 round away.
Dude, he's just so ready. That's such a sharp punish. You have to be so ready for that. IBFD 5P pickup, takes the wall breaks. Like, oh, it's just so good. All right, 50% too. Summit on a burst, but like not on a lot of juice. It really feels like he's behind in the set. Dude, the answer from Nitro. Oh my.
And as we said, heavy is the head that wears the crown. A close S counter hit to close the door on Summit's Arc World Tour career. Well, not career, but life this tournament around. Sure, we're going to see him in Guilty Gear Strive and whatever else is to come in the future. But Nitro's going to be the one moving on in the top 4.
Yeah, 5th place, obviously, and we'll see him in 2.0. There'll probably be changes, of course, and a nice performance from him. We had, obviously, that very scrappy set we just watched with Keishu earlier. Nitro's moving on, so top 4 of Arc World Tour for him with Leo Whitefang. And honestly, like, the set with Tatuma was so close, and that was even cleaner play from Nitro. Like, he looks really good up there, so he has, I think, a good chance to make a loser's run if he keeps playing like that, but we'll have to see how he scraps it up against either of the Eno players, as his next set will be the winner of Cake versus Daru, our next match, which is Eno on Eno violence, just 2 characters, all mix-ups, you know, all gas, no brakes, and we'll have to see how that one, you know, kind of takes us to see, and who's going to scrap with Nitro, and I don't even know if he has a preference. I feel like it's just Eno. It's just whatever one he gets, he gets.
Like, I think if you ask him that question, that is his exact answer. It's like, Eno is Eno, bro. Like, I understand Daru's a legend and all that, but at the end of the day, when you're in this competitive environment, you can't get blinded by the bright lights and the stars of people like Daru, right? So at the end of the day, it's going to be an Eno either way, and I'm sure that's what Nitro's preparing for, and it's what it's doing right now to prepare, I should say.
It's going to be a sick one. I can't wait. I mean, this matchup is just going to be fireworks. So, you know, a rushdown character fighting yourself, and you have not great defensive options, right? So it's just 2 characters flinging themselves at each other.
Yeah, now Daru didn't have another Eno in his group, Group C, yesterday, but Metallic Cake did, right? Metallic Cake had Keishu Watamu in his group, and he was able to defeat Keishu 3-2. It was an extremely close set that Metallic Cake came back 3 games straight to win it. So the opponent in these scenarios, historically, this opponent being Keishu Watamu, does get the early start. We'll see if that's the same story with Daru. But yeah, Metallic Cake did prove that he can get the comebacks going.
Yeah, and I'm also just like excited to see how this goes, because I think there's a lot to prove here, right? Like, obviously for Daru and for Cake, you know, they're thinking, I want to win Arc World Tour, but I want to be the better, you know. Like, there's a lot on the, there's like a little bit of like if a Cake wins here, he's gonna be like, I'm the best, you know. Look at me go. And Daru, you got to know there's a target on his back for this character, right? In the sense that he's supposed to be the Eno guy. It's in his name, so you know, there's that kind of that feeling of extra pressure of I am the Eno guy. If I lose the Eno mirror, like, who am I, you know?
Legitimately, outside of big monetary reward matches and like grand finals or finals type matches, this might be the most pressure Daru's ever had in a set, because not only is he defending the Eno title, but he's doing it in South Korea, where we don't have a lot of fighting game tournaments, right? There's not a lot of tournaments that have international competition where he's defended the home territory. So he's got to defend Eno and in South Korea. This is going to be crazy pressure on him. But we've seen Daru rise to the occasion before. He's got to do it one more time up against Metallic Cake.
Yeah, should be a good one here, of course. And locked and loaded. Classic color for Daru, always on the black and red. So you just know that's the one in early HCL. Again, he gets hit low. Listen, for all you Eno players who are like, you can just fuzzy this and do that and do that, I want you to just see, like, we all get hit. It's okay. Like, that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, I don't. That's what makes her cool. What a bait.
And Daru, the confidence right there of his timing as well, right? Not just taking a throw punish, getting the close as counter hit, knowing he's going to have that window shot perfectly.
Oh, and 2P, he was being very safe around burst right there, the consciousness. But that That immediate walk up bait on the deflect shield, like that feels so bad. It's definitely a bit of a deflator if you get hit by that early as Cake.
It's a demoralizing one, right? Especially when you just watch both characters freeze for a second, knowing what's about to happen. But Cake, again, he's shown the competitive mindset, has been able to put struggles behind him quickly. And again, Daru trying to press on Wake Up here. Deflect shield late, but he covered it with the chemical love. That was so smart. Whoa.
Wake Up MLA. This guy,
Yeah,
he just chose violence in the morning. He just woke up and that was all in. But no options worked. Like, Daru tried mash, he tried backdash, he tried Wake Up MLA. He just did a bunch of stuff and like, please get me out of here. Couldn't create any space for himself.
That's for when you forget to write the paper the night before.
Yeah.
He's
like, I like the 2S attempts that we're seeing as well. There's a lot of strokes, so like preemptively swinging with 2S, good option. You know, it's something you always do in the Ino matchup is you swing low when you think she's going to stroke, you swing high if she thinks she's going to hover.
That chemical love harassment coming in, doing a lot of damage from Metallic so far, but trying to get some space, got clipped low, covered with the note as well. Oh, tried the 5P, but out of space. Daru's going to get a slump, but gets thrown.
And the gold burst blocked on Wake Up. He just swings with the stroke after, goes for the air-to-air. The fadeaway HCL, nice pickup from Cake. Oh my God, close to killing. Is it enough? It is. He stands on the amp, and game one, just like that, going to Cake after that missed Oki situation from Daru.
Indeed, felt like Daru got out in front early, but again, that's been one of the characteristics of Cake, the endurance, the durability, able to withstand a lot of the punishment and the early W's of his opponent and turn the games around, and now he's got a lead to start the set. And begin to, again, home court, Daru.
Knockdown, playing around the note a little bit, but Daru on the back foot a little bit, playing a little bit more defensive. I love that he just hovered in after that. He was like, we're playing neutral? All right, it's time for me to go.
Doesn't get the punish on the deflect shield that time and trying to press after the chemical love, and now gets clipped low, thinking the hover dash was coming one more time with it.
It's gonna be a wall break and the hard knockdown for the gas suit. That sucks. Just getting hit by that 2K over and over and over, like, it sets a precedent in your mind for sure. YRC works out, but he's got to make some kind of offense happen. Well blocked there from Cake, and Daru just can't get going.
Indeed, beautiful patience right there. IB's the 6 age, gets the fuzzy overhead. Metallic Cake, yo.
Look at him go. I mean, I'm sure that he feels some kind of way playing this match, you know, and I love the play we've seen so far. Just really confident, good decision making.
Exactly, you know, and Metallic Cake, I feel like every Ino player has got to be very familiar with Daru, right? If he studied the habits, not just the tech and whatnot, he's going to have a good idea of him wanting to do stuff like that. Big old megalomania coming through to bring him back into this round. Or I should say, take a more convincing lead in this round.
Oh, but a miss. Okay, this is a big chance. You got to be right a bunch of times. So forces the burst, which is a big win, even if you lose this round. Getting that on the table, but it's winnable. Oh, the stroke. It was winnable. He just needed one offensive sequence, and Daru could have been in trouble.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, getting that burst out is still a big though for Metallic Cake. Harassing with the 5Ps, the delay right there, blowing up Daru's timing defensively.
And good damage, wall break. No hard knockdown, but a great spot. Fade away, HCL, Daru trying to make it happen. Dive, he has a chance for knockdown Oki here. Nicely blocked with the jump, the counter hit, maybe looking for throw or something, and now there's going to be a wall break, so positive bonus. Back to Daru now, but there's so much meter for Cake.
Whoa, the stroke went under the chemical of both players, passing like ships in the night. Row for Daru once again, though, all the tension off the table, but a backdash is clean side switch into the open up.
About to be burst for Daru. He waits for the burst, the patience from Cake, blocks it in the air, and he has the punish with the 5H, but Daru with the immediate burst. Pilots the note up in the anti-air, loses it. The combo. Oh my God, it could have been a bigger combo, but it worked out okay as Cake gets 2 games just like that.
2 games to none up against Daru. The character synonymous with Ino. It's in the name, it's in the gamer tag. But Metallic Cake might be coming through.
Okay, knockdown early for Daru this time. And a lot of deflect. We've seen more deflect shield from Cake than Daru in this match. And the deflects have worked out the last 2 times we've seen him. Delayed overhead. This is a wall break if he wants it. And it is.
Yeah, it feels like certain players like using the deflect shield a little bit more. They want the freedom to make stuff more happen with the tension later and not just spin it on YRC.
Nice combo all the way to the wall there, looking for the HCL to catch him on the jump out. Doesn't find it in the dive pressure. There's the nice OS on the backdash. Wake up super and the punish. Daru's ready for it. Not going to be any kind of burst given the round situation. So a good patience, I think, on Cake there to hold it.
Yeah, I agree. At that point, then you just go to the next round. Oh, stroke. Counter hitting the chemical of that time. Huge start.
Yeah, big damage on that wall break, too. Got the charged dive kick as well. That's a big starter, but didn't get a combo off. It just hovers in and doesn't find anything. Delayed PRC close /6H. Chunky damage for Daru here. And looking for the burst. Doesn't bait it, but still gets another hit.
Cake, though. Oh, what? The super after actually connecting against Daru. He's going to burst, but of course, Daru's still ready with it, and the trade works out considering the health. Man, that was a wild sequence in that match.
It could have got scrappy. Like, it started to look like, wait a minute, like it's going the other way. Like, it was looking a little scary, but cleaned up and nicely done.
Whoa. Man, if that kept going right there, that would have been maybe the cleanest Strive conversion I'd ever seen. But nonetheless, that was a nice three-piece, and it's led Metallic Cake to get Daru's first.
We found the 2S, and the MLA blocked in the air, uses the HCL to knock him or lock him down and keep him kind of stuck. Side swap, and the damage on this has super. I don't think it's enough. Okay. YRC, but he doesn't get much off that. It pushes you so far away that, like, it's hard to really make a lot of offense happen. HCL hits, set point to Cake just like that. Wow.
The opponent doesn't have RC meter. The YRC in that situation is a little bit decent, but with Cake just having the RC available after Chemical Love. Daru, though, fighting back quickly. Stroke beat into the tree, though.
On the 5H punish. Forcing burst. And it's air blocked on the stroke, so Daru's on the back foot. Oh my god, doesn't get a punish. Reversal super. He punishes with the close slash. It went the other way.
Oh my god. Daru's trying to wake up with buttons, gets clipped by the hover dash, trying to push out with FD to get clipped all by the 2S. Still though, nobody's getting a significant hit. Stroke into the air dash, 2K clips. Not the wall splat. Oh my goodness, no conversion off the hover dash H.
One hit. Double HCL.
We are playing tunes out here. Turn up the volume.
The double note. He pilots it up a Cake. The hover dash, and just like that, eliminates Daru Ino and top 4 of the tournament in the Ino mirror.
Wow, man. Australia, stand up, brother. Metallic Cake, represent. Love it, man. When it comes to Guilty Gear, of course, Daru, a legend. Definitely, I know he's getting the applause and the reception he deserves. Always love seeing him in every tournament. But, man, Metallic Cake, bro, to come out, get himself top 4, repping the way he is too. Guilty Gear has always been a game that has represented rock music and the metal genre very well, and he's been repping with not only his characters but his attire as well, and his gamer tag. Love seeing him in there for the top 4 against Nitro.
Yeah, and it's cool to see. Obviously Daru, someone you all know. We're all familiar with him. Evo champion in this game, very successful for many, many, many years. So to see someone new show up, and, just another generation of somebody picking up this character and doing that. It's always fun to see the Eno players of many, many years ago versus the Eno players of today scrapping it up. And Cake showed up, and I think he was hunting there. You could tell that he really wanted that one. Played awesome. Really fun set to watch. Very scrappy set. And it was cool to see their different approaches on how they handle defense and their offense, and also how they use the system mechanics and resources to defend themselves and, run their pressure. So really cool set, and that sets up our loser semis with Nitro versus Cake. Winners finals, Jack versus Tatuma. Very decorated, strong players here. And again, we talked about this earlier with Jack. I think the only person I think is maybe super scary for Jack is Jack. Like, if Jack plays as good as he does in every single TNS at home, in his underwear at his house, like, that guy is a beast. But it really just depends on how he plays that day in person, on the stage, live, in front of all these people. That's the only places where he's not played to the same extent that we see, like, each and every week in all these online events.
Yeah, and it's so wild because, we're setting it up, right, that, like, he's underperformed a little bit offline when the only underperformance he's had is that he hasn't won outright like almost every tournament, right? Because that's how good he is. It really feels like every time he enters a bracket, he's one of the favorites. He got top 8 at EVO at his first ever offline tournament. So Jack's still relatively new to this environment, right? But with more and more experience, more and more of this atmosphere under Jack's belt, you're going to see them look more and more comfortable going forward.
Yeah, and I'm excited to watch this match. Jack obviously was really fun to watch over at Frosty Fasting. The match that was Jack versus Jack's number 3 fan.
The matches are going great.
Pretty dope. And the bracket there at Frosty, if you didn't see it, was great, of course. And the bracket here is going to be good.
I'm gonna try on the
I'm always
camera
like,
briefly.
I think Strive just has good brackets everywhere. And there's always so many players. Like, this is a game that a lot of people enter. So excited to watch that and excited to see how this one goes down. I don't remember the last time I've seen these two players.
Matches are going fantastic.
Going to be excited to watch this. It's going to be Happy Chaos versus Soul. And a lot of it is on how Tatuma's dash blocking and kind of approach works out for him in neutral. And if he can't make his approach consistent and find ways to put Jack on the back foot, then it's going to be a lot of like Jack dictating and controlling the pace of the match with, 2S and like his kind of like dash up 2Ks and like stuff like that to stuff the Soul approach, and then just getting the pressure going and steamrolling.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about when it comes to Tatuma's approach. That Jack is so good at like maximizing the ranges on these stronger Happy Chaos normals like the 5K and the 2S. And how is Tatuma going to go about approaching that, right? Are we going to try to see some of the Bandit Revolver Gambits that we saw before? Are these dash blocks going to be super on point? We're going to see some IAD bets when he thinks there's going to be a 2S out, right? Like some hard call-outs on timings and specific normals. And if that's what it's going to take, Tatuma's going to have to be extremely locked in while Jack can kind of play his standard game, and it should kind of go his way. But, of course, that gets all thrown out the window when you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, can you rattle the cage is really the question here. Can you pull up a Soul and just make this a scrap? Because if you can make it a little scrappy, I think it puts Jack in a tougher position. But otherwise, Jack's just too comfortable in all these spots. So can Tatuma make some offense happen? Let's find out. Immediate dash blocks in and a big whiff on the DP. So, you got to take a bet early, feels it, rips it, doesn't work out.
And then back-to-back with it as well. Another knockdown, another DP rip, and it's avoided as well once again. So now Lintham knocks the Ex Machina, excuse me.
Yeah, at some point we got to do
fully reloaded clip and concentration now.
Yeah, and all those resources come back, and you're just like, well,
at some point we got to do
deal with this in the corner. I get slummed. He gets all these
we
resources back.
do
He gets
like
bullets
a
back.
Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear plays,
The
but
dial
also
is not a replay.
I need to do more
BRC.
content
He actually avoided
on
his own BRC backdash and then blocking the
on some
fuzzy
older
overhead
fighting
afterwards.
games that I want to
Sick,
do
nasty
right now.
defense from Jack.
Miss
I
on
gotta go
that, though.
back
Tatuma
to
had a bigger
doing
chance,
some
but
more
does the
Street
pressure on the
Fighter
corner
6
here,
content.
striking and throwing, and
Because I
everybody
know
out
that
there
I
who
was doing
strikes and
some
throws
good
is like,
numbers
man, this game
for a while.
sucks, man. I tried to throw, and he jumps my throw. I could have striked, but then you could have just, done this, like striking and throwing. You got to commit. It's the life you play, when you play this character.
It's just doing like
100%, man.
it's a lot better.
Jack, on the other hand, just shooting,
in terms
breaking
of
the
what
wall
you
with the
can
shot and
find
the
from
curse.
all that.
Only one bullet in the chamber now as well, but took that steady aim shot, chance to reload the clip a little bit.
It's
Nice.
really good stuff.
I love the 5Ps. They're just eliminating the escape options right there.
Man, what a way to cover that whiff jump to K with a gunshot as well, but Tatuma finds the hit anyway. Burst out.
Found the
Jack doesn't
burst
want to give him
timing.
that tension.
Oh,
Nasty little roll through. Jack, we get the plus frames on the other side here, and again, the tension situation. All the resources looking so good. BRC setting him up shop with another roll. Goes back to the same side, comboing it all as well. Still going to be alive even with the wall break damage, but so tough for Tatuma to avoid this amount of
do
health.
some coaching for Virtual Fighter.
IBs it in the
And
air.
some
Gets a
fr-
big counter
I
hit.
would
This is a huge
love
chance.
to do
Wall
on my
break
channel more
available,
Virtual
super for the
Fighter
hard
content,
knockdowns. The only
especially
problem is Jack has a lot of resources.
since the
in this match.
30th
There's burst available and
35th
100
anniversary
tension. You have to
already
cover back that
happened last
BRC
year,
and YRC and
so
a lot of really difficult things here. So
it'd be pretty
blocks
cool
it
to
out
do.
So far. IBFD, and it gets the throw. So Tatuma, despite all the defensive resources, finds the opening.
I like that. He needs to go in because he needs to build his own 50% tension, right? And the quickest way to do that was going to be betting on the offense. Oh my goodness, the DP getting dodged. Tatuma trying to burst to avoid further damage, but did not avoid it here.
Really gotta get into it.
And the patience from Jack doesn't commit too hard. Just lots of dashing
Dude,
in,
that-
using lights to try to cut off the approach. Doesn't want to swing with big normals.
thrown, caught Jack FDing, really seeing that he's trying to push some space back, but the 2Ps.
I love that mix. The BRC forward to just catch you. So smart. Does not have 100 tension though. Concentration's low. You gotta have to wait. Wow. Out of concentration.
Indeed, he thought he might have built some enough back. What a tech throw. Now the concentration is back and pulled out the gap. Frame 1. Tatuma lets the DP rip. Both players with burst on the table here. It's so scary right now.
And there's the burst. Finds the timing. Oh my god. But the gun's out. Wow, wow, wow. Makes the escape. Revolver available. The 6P does not kill. 50 tension for Tatuma, the whip punish. Where's the burst? And there it is. Finds the timing. And the run from Soul Bad Guy. And the whip 5K. Looking for the air approach. But Jack just pulls out the gun and says, I'm out of here.
Oh man, yeah, Tatuma trying to fly up to the screen at first, right? Avoiding reticles at all costs. Once he was cursed, figured the scramble was his best bet because it's gonna be hell avoiding those gunshots from there. And came a bit short. Jack, always well aware to letting the gun do the heavy lifting.
I would love to go back to doing DNF Duel, honestly.
Really not gonna have to run.
Because there's a lot of stuff in that game that's a ton of fun
This is a
to
big hit, yeah.
really
Immediately
play
gonna
and
be
like,
forced off
really
the burst.
enjoy, even though
Nice
it
spacing,
didn't
little
get
2S whip punish.
like a whole support from like
Opens
the
up
player
Jack
base.
as well here in the corner. Been a rough one. IBFD to get the space.
Honestly,
though.
there's so much from that game that's like
didn't get clean hit DP
cool
earlier, so didn't get the wall break, and now there's a chance for Jack.
very fun.
Positive bonus, happy chaos,
Fun
running a hard
Arcsys
knockdown
fighting
mix up
game.
on you. It's a bad spot to be.
Yeah, Tatuma, I was gonna say, there's no easy ways out right now. He doesn't want to spin that burst, but he might end up having to. Nice backdash.
Yeah, no OS or coverage from Jack there. I think was worried about DP or some other defensive option, so a chance. And Tatuma been very scrappy in the set so far. The roll through and the double roll through I like just in case there's a burst because that way you don't get bursted to the corner.
Super smart coverage from Jack. Oh my goodness.
Benny
behind the back.
Benny over here.
Wall break again, good spot here. Resources are pretty solid as well, and you're just one mix up away. Very safe, like the
Almost 3
patience from Jack
o'clock.
there. Concentration down though. Blocks the fuzzy correctly in the 6P.
He now Tatuma, I mean, definitely know he wants to get Jack's burst, considering he's already up around.
Shit.
Force him into that final round if they get there without that available.
What a throw. Mix up time. Another does not spend the RC. Wild throw is very close here to killing. And the burst. Their timing on it so unfortunate there for Tatuma. Does not get it.
Coming out before the super, but the air to air. Gonna make up for the damage loss, tie up the set. 1 up.
Yeah, I like the idea. He was trying to immediately just send it with the super so that you could lock it out, but Jack's burst timing was, pretty solid there. Just immediately spend it, committed to it.
Good box again. Oh man. Speaking of which, shoots the gap with the far S as well, but these wake up punches.
Oh my god, yeah, look at that. Just like takes all that space with the dash all the way up 2P. Wall break available. Jack gets the resources back, gets the one shot. The only thing is low on bullets, which is a little scary. That's the last bullet.
And he's there, jumps out, does avoid it and cover, goes to the other side with the 6P.
Yeah, this is a little scary. Okay, there's going to be a reload here, but there's no bullets, so yeah, has to spend the super. Cannot convert much further than that, but doesn't need to. Could have been a little scary.
Yeah, I got real scary for Jack for a second.
Like,
burst off the table here. Tatuma can get
It's
a
a lot
knockdown
to
early.
be
I was
really
going to say he
good
can
at
run
this
this
kinda
round
shit.
real fast. Immediate wall break as well, not letting Jack get some resources.
Empty low.
Real quick not knockdown. We're going to get another wall break, this time with the plus frames on it. A little bit more saucy.
And just the run in wild, the classic. A tale as old as time.
Grabbing him by the collar. Now 1 up here for the all-important
Like, yeah.
3 lead.
I don't think I would have the time to like really dedicate to.
I was gonna say, I'm
grinding out
surprised he's letting this go here. Obviously, in a
game, I think
situation
I've
like that,
noticed
you give him positive
I
bonus,
have to
it's
keep,
very
if
tough. The
I'm
resource
focusing
advantage
on a
is
game
so
that I'm
huge.
trying to grind at, I have to really
Players waiting for
focus
guaranteed
on
burst points.
one
Jack
game.
picking it up
I know in the
afterwards.
last 2 years
The
it's
wall
been
splat,
Tekken,
yes,
and
indeed.
in the
Ex
last
Machina,
year
the
I've been,
reload, the plus frames, the tension.
working on
Does it
trying
all.
to get better at Virtual Fighter
Yeah,
5.
now big chance here for Jack.
So I know that if
double
I
roll
have to
can
try
break the
and
wall
jump
again,
into
just trying to get as
a
much
game
damage
like
as
the new
possible with the super
Invincible
and the wall
Versus
break
and try
and
and
the
grind it, I
positive
would
bonus.
not be able to.
Getting the lead in the set 2-1 just like
I
that.
just wouldn't be able to,
Jack
because
coming through, saving the game.
yeah, I
gets
know
the
that like
raw rolls
games
from
like
long
Street Fighter
distance.
6 that
We're at
I'm
the
just now
game
starting to get back
deciding
into.
gambit right there. I like it a lot. 2-1.
Yeah, they have
one
a
round
lot
away, or
of
excuse me, one game away.
time commitment
The
too.
attempt goes
That is
wide.
just
So
very
unfortunately,
difficult
eating the
for
punish
me,
on the whip
but-
vortex there.
So like
And the
in
dash
terms
into
of
just
jumping
defensively
between
dashing
which
forward
game
on those
has the
minus, or
better
on those frames just to say I'm minus, but
Yeah,
I can still take
big-
a little space,
yeah,
finds the throw
let
for his
up,
troubles, and
leg
now a
up
wall break for Jack
on
just like that.
certain
Love the
players
combo
within
choice, too.
Filtrum.
Very optimal to getting the damage.
I mean, certain games
Making the
within that
Tuma
whole
hurt.
spectrum.
It has the resource advantage along with the positive bonus.
something
It's
that,
so
like-
tough to get out of here. Throw set up with the RC afterwards.
It's just something that
Jack is
like
one
I
round
need
away.
to focus on.
Yeah, and I mean,
Figuring
such a
out
clean play
what
so
that
far.
one
Jack
game
very
is,
rarely gives
and
up
then just committing
opportunities
it,
that
or
are not,
you know, I have to
just
eat
like
through
you
the
making a
fray
hard read,
of
and that is rough.
those
Like a
different
counter
fighting
hit,
games, and then
big starter
finding
on the 5H,
the one
raw
that
bandit.
you know I can commit more time
Yeah,
to.
send it from that range.
more
Jack
than
has been
others
so dominant. Always
for that
picks his
certain
normals,
duration.
it seems like perfectly every time. Tuma trying to pick a longer range option now.
Oh, and then the interrupt. You know, those light normals from Happy Chaos are so good. His 2K, his 5P, his 2P, his standing 5K. Like, all those normals are really good for intercepting people on the way in like that. So it's really useful in a match like this where Soul kind of wants to pull up on you and use his far slash and stuff. Just like that, right?
Yeah, but again, interrupting with a 2K. One of the best interrupt tools in the game. Now just swinging on him with a haymaker of success. Send the shots out. And the punches look feral, by the way. The lights, I can't believe it.
Yeah, and we got to see Tatuma's got a guess for the set here. Blocks correctly, double overhead. The DP, it's a punish. Didn't get anything more. The footsies, the dash in 2K 2D, staying alive in the set.
Wow, the timing of that animation-wise was incredible. And now Jack's been in the burst early here. He wants to make that space work for him, but the Tuma fills it quickly.
And now he's got meter to spend. The delay on the revolver caught Jack. And now there's going to be a double wall break if he wants it too. This is big. Positive bonus once again. Huge life lead.
And Jack
waiting.
was so close, but another, even a longer
Another good
delay
one.
on the Bandit Revolver after this wall break and connects again. We
0.
identified it earlier on, right? We saw the Bandit Revolver
sorry, not
usage
0.
start to raise, going for the longer range
That's a
options,
good
and they've
match.
been working out.
Yeah, I think in a situation like that too, right? Like, oh my, what a jump 2K. Oh, and the DP whiffs, we've seen that time and time again. DPing on those cancels. Like, anytime you block something, you just reversal DP and the roll just smokes you for it.
And then the whiff punish on the 2K right there, that was so clean. We do get an interrupt. Jack will not be deterred for long. Finally finds a 5K starter.
Yeah, wall breaks. Puts himself in a really nice position. And just the delay as well. I like it. Just in case there was reversal timing. The 6-piece spaced out so well. But the gun not locked on. Chance for Tatuma. Caught the air hit. Gotta be a burst.
The high 10, the 4S coming through here. He's gonna get burst. No, he is not. Goes into the Ex Machina before he can get it for the kill. Jack, beautiful resource awareness.
Yeah, that was tough. That was one of those spots where he finally pulls up and is like, all right, I'm swinging. Like, I'm doing what he wants to do.
Oh, but the H delays, they've been blowing Jack's defense up a little bit. We saw a counter hit last round. This one, raw normal hit, maybe catching a backdash or a jump frame.
Pulls up, looking for something. Oh my God, this is huge. The reversal in this situation just like this. There's such an opportunity in this round now for Jack.
Jack is up, big opportunity, curse up, putting the clones as well. Obi just cancels the clone hit into
Right
the 2D,
there.
very smart.
Fafner on block, he goes for the DP. The tap dust, no meter. He was like a pixel away from that tension. And the patience just takes the 6H. No burst from Jack. Final game, final round, just like that.
Oh man, swing with the 5H at start. Jack pulling up, trying to establish throw early here. Maybe catch the Tuma flinching later. Instead, does it with the dust, and now we got a burst. We don't want to see the wall break.
Dodges a curse ball, but then gets clipped anyway. So Jack with the offense now. Nicely blocked. IBFD on the other side.
D and then just laying the Viper Rip after.
Oh my god, so many whiffs up close. No buttons. The Bandit Bringer whiff. This is huge. Wall break, tension gauge, resources back. Final guesses here for Tatuma.
Couple Jack's combos on a highlight reel, man. Side switching every opportunity from every hit. Oh, the backdash gets through by the 2D. What a chase down from Jack. Locks out once the burst is there. Jack is in grand finals.
Just like that. And like his offense just working time and time again, despite Tatuma just sending all kinds of different options his way. Just played so solid in those interactions. And his conversions are just perfect. Like in a bad spot, gets a hit, rolls through, goes to the other side, gets the immediate wall break, big subs, like all kinds of weird scrambles. There were such good defensive choices in so many of those situations from Tatuma as well. And even the way he approached it neutral, I think was really good. I love the delayed revolvers we saw later in the sets. And I love a lot of the options that he represented, but just not enough. Jack is just too prepared, too equipped, and just, you know, he just solves so many different things that his opponents throw at him so quickly.
Yeah, you know, when Happy Chaos first got put into the game, the character was appealing to me because it felt like the gun was a puppet, right? And I like puppet characters, and it feels like Jack has really mastered that angle of it. Like he plays Happy Chaos like he's in an assist game where the bullet sets up his offense and then covers the times where the player makes a good defensive choice and dodges the primary option. He just always has the gunshot ready to cover something else, and then he covers the gunshot after, right? Like that 2D chase down when the backdash dodged the bullet. Like he is just ridiculous from every point of angle.
Yeah, he's just really good at finding all those kind of hits and solutions and stuff. In situations where I think a lot of other players are scrambling and dealing with stuff, and like Happy Chaos is there on the screen, just fighting for his life on defense against Soul, just running up and trying to make things happen. I love the moments where he uses his lights to contest, and then the moments where he walks up and swings at things like Far Slash, which we saw like a big counter hit in one of the last games there. You know, just has a good understanding of when to use bigger normals and when to play like really compact, kind of close-up play and try to intercept with like 5Ks, 2Ks, stuff like that.
Yeah, like the way he uses Happy Chaos jab, it reminds me of like when we harken back to like 2.5 frame jabs in older games, right? Like for whatever reason, Jack's 2Ps and 5Ps, the scratches just seem to come out like half a frame faster than everybody else's lights, but he's just that damn good. So Jack gonna be in grand finals winner side. Tatuma gonna be dropping down to the loser side, awaiting the winner of Nitro and Metallic Cake.
That's going to be a banger of a match too. You know, we could see another run back for Nitro against Tatuma. It was like last interaction between the two of them, like this close for Nitro to be the one in winner side, but instead Tatuma got the win there. So we could get a run back between those two, or a set with Metallic Cake instead for a shot to go up there and fight against Jack. Put some mix-ups on there with the Eno as well. So either way, I'm curious to see which challenger will arise from our scrappy losers side of the bracket.
Yeah, man, it's going to be fun, right? They're going to have their hands full no matter who makes it to grand finals, because Jack has been looking pristine, been looking like the best player in the world, has taken that position for grand finals winner side. But losers momentum is a hell of a thing, man, right? You really get on a roll here. Nitro dropped down early, right? He defeated Summit 3-1. If he manages to roll through Metallic Cake, roll through Tatuma, could be some big losers bracket momentum being gained. Same thing with Metallic Cake, right? Able to take down Daru in Korea. Like, that is an amazing boon. You got to have so much confidence after that we could see a new level reached by Metallic Cake as well, man. It is going to be a fun one. As far as the Nitro Metallic Cake matchup goes, though, I'm interested because Metallic Cake obviously has done such a good job offensively with Eno. But Nitro is a wall, man, and uses Leo's back turn S and flash kicks so well that it feels hard to get offense started against them.
Yeah, and I'm curious too to see like the adjustments both of these players have to each other back and forth as well, because there's lots of good interceptive options that you have in this matchup, and so I'm curious to see like what we see Nitro leaning on in neutral. Like, is it dash up 5Ps? You know, are we sitting in guard point? Are we going to be doing air options? Like, what's our plan of attack here? And I know that there's got to be a high for Cake here after that last set. So is all the energy gone right after
That's a good point.
That last set, or is he still locked in and ready for this tournament?
Yeah, absolutely. Certain W's that, you know, maybe you've been pining for a long time that come in the middle of the tournament, sometimes they can take the player out of it, right? They can really empty the stamina tank, and you see that they're looking a little deflated in their next match. That's definitely a danger here. Metallic Cake, though, we've seen him have a lot of stamina with some of these comebacks, being down. And maybe that's something he'll need in this set to kind of wake up, right? That's another thing that happens to certain players. Maybe they'll come into this set a little bit lackadaisical, but you get hit in the mouth early, especially by somebody like Leu, who can just delete the entire round without you playing much. You get the gamer lean going. You start waking up, leaning forward in your chair, and really locking in.
Yeah, and I'm also curious, like, is there ever a thought from Nitro that he wants to be the offensive player here, or is he going to play passive? I'm always impressed that he's down to play kind of like the reactive style in most matchups with Leo, which is interesting, something you don't always expect of this character, but he has like such a good tool set for it. So I'm curious to see how he plays in this, and you know, how he deals with Cake. Ino is a character that used to be way less popular, but you see a lot now. Like, this character is much more popular. She's a lot better in this version. I think matchup knowledge used to be a bigger hurdle for people in this, and now it's definitely a lot more common that people know how to fight the character well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. At that point, or I should say at this point, it's more just about not getting frustrated against the character, right? It's definitely a character that could be very frustrating to fight against and easily tilts people. So honestly, a lot of the top level, all of the top level players here are going to know the matchup well, but it's all about not succumbing to the emotions and getting in the dirt mentally. And I feel like Nitro has worked on that a lot over the course of his fighting game career so far, right? As we talked about, has the championship pedigree, has been in these world-style finals multiple times now. But let's get into it. Losers bracket semifinal, Nitro versus Metallic Cake.
Oh, and an immediate stroke under. That's the problem. You swing with the high-hitting normal that catches hover, like 5H. All of a sudden, she just slides under with Stroke the Big Tree, and then that makes you have to go to other options like Dash 2K, which loses the hover. So it's just a mix-up you play in this character against neutral. You know, you just have to think about that all the time.
Oh, man, the Nitro did find the interrupt this time. Knockdown here, just going with jab pressure, delay DP after the 5K, or the 6K, I should say.
I love the combo choice, too. Very cognizant of the burst. And obviously, he's got such a big lead, like, it's unlikely Cake's going to spend it, but just in case, you know, just good options there from Nitro.
Yeah, Nitro covering all his bases. The BRC drift down, catches him low, but too much reward from that one. Chemical Love, though, keeping him locked in the corner. Oh my, what a throw after the BRC drift down, baits the flash kick as well. Wild Assault to take away the burst. Metallic Cake, it's not over yet.
Oh my god, that was such a smart option right there. I love the fadeaway HCL as well, forcing on the boom, trying to get the chip. Nitro has to chase down resources now. Cake's about to have an RC that Nitro does not. So Mike dodges the HCL chip, scary. Everything's scary, and the Wild Assault in this first round. What a wild first round.
Yeah, for sure, to say the least. Metallic Cake, once again, one of the only things that was really going to reach in that instance and be quick. The Stroke the Big Tree, I think, would have been more at risk of either being punished or interrupted. So I really love the Wild Assault choice at the end there, but Nitro opening up this round heavy.
I hope
guard point is very good in this matchup to cover a lot of approach options, but not Stroke. So you have to be very aware of that, and we see, again, Metallic Cake so ready for that, using Stroke to just get under that guard point option. Wall break here for Nitro.
The significant lead, but we've seen significant leads evaporate before. Oh, this one will not, though. One more flash kick for good measure.
All right, I'll be back
to
tomorrow.
round 3 in game 1. Who's going to establish the lead?
Yeah, just looking for that hover. Oh my god,
man.
what a
I'm just
whip
going
on
to keep
it.
streaming this without my
set it up.
camera on. So
5H again, hitting the startup of Stroke that time. 5H hits really low to the ground.
Okay,
so
morning,
even though it can use it later on in your guard point, like the startup of it is very good for hitting low-hitting moves like that.
Oh, the delay right there, catching Nitro's back dash. He was trying to delay his own defensive option. Blew up that fuzzy timing.
Night, guys.
BRC's forward, 5P Berserker, really common option. Looking to bait the burst, and Metallic Cake holds it and then finds a clean backdash, but MLA interrupted by the flash kick.
All right.
Oh my god, Jump K beat the anti-air attempt. And double no to bait, but missed the punish. Oh, that was such a sick idea. Burst, gotta. One guess away. Cake's still sitting on burst as well.
It wasn't that bad for Nitro, though. He really made Metallic Cake spin all that tension without getting much off of it, but he's still going to be able to close it out. Nitro couldn't find the offense after that burst. Just great space management and tempo control from Metallic Cake.
Did you see the 5K, the Eno 5K hitting Leo 2D?
Bruh.
Like that was absurd. I cannot believe that poke in that interaction. But / confirmed this time, gets the knockdown, keeping it nice and simple. And Nitro, I think, a little bit more aggression here, trying to make things happen. Just takes the counter hit into the sweep for the Oki.
Oh man, delayed and the guard point attack, blowing up the stroke attempt there. Trade and immediate cancel for Metallic. Great awareness.
Yeah, Clash cancel FD, and then Nitro ready for the Clash as well. Both of them just cognizant of it, and a little two-piece for your troubles, like clean up the round. Sometimes the best combos are the shortest.
Yeah. Big facts, especially in a game like this, right, where, of course, getting hit, building the burst meter back.
Nice block and punish.
Oh my, stealing the core, that's mine now. He opened up using the RC for the conversion, gonna let her recover in the quarter, but immediate reversal stroke interrupts whatever Nitro trying to follow up with.
Wow, the corner, this combo was absurd. That was an
Wall-to-wall.
insane wall-to-wall conversion.
Oh, the delayed crusher right there, just coming in, catching the pursuit of Nitro.
Wow. Oh, I like the idea a lot, though. Nitro doesn't make it in time. Finds the anti-air / forcing the burst in the final round here. And that pickup is huge. Kate can do it. Just needs one hit. The sweep knockdown and the wall break damage should be enough to get the kill here. Just like that.
Nitro committed to the 5P as a defensive measure. The first one hit. Second one was too far to connect and it got him killed. Unfortunate.
It's such a key round here. It's tough to go down 2-0 just like this. So Nitro gotta be a little snappy here and just finds a whiff and a whiff punish to the 2S HCL. Nothing too big, and that is a much bigger starter.
What a way to shoot that gap. Got forward so quickly, got under the node, and now opened him up with just the pestering of the back turn kicks.
Yeah, so it's just tough to do it. Staggered pressure, you're looking for the overhead, finds it. This should be the kill. No burst available until it's too late, so one apiece just like that.
My goodness, Nitro. I woke it up in that final round here. Didn't let Ito play for a second. Overwhelming offense. Love the way he's staggering the pressure a little bit. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of just the back turn K staggers. Really been making his money from the overheads. That's why he's showing Metallic Cake all the options now going forward. Get him to think about as much as possible.
And the dash up, round start. Very rare we see even a button from Nitro. I feel like a lot of times dash block, dash nothing. That time, 2S 5H starter. Didn't want to see the end of it. And a little 2P out of the air. This gives you a mix-up opportunity to flex shield. Gets him out of that mix-up. Does not have to deal with it.
Stroke as a footsies two right there, but immediately with the flash kick afterwards. PRC to bait and block it. Beautiful layering from Metallic Cake.
Yeah, that one hurts. So you get the little walk under, side swap, all the stuff you want to do.
Been showing Nitro the gaps a lot, but Nitro showed him the cross up this time. Trying to bait something out. YRC gets him some breathing room.
Wow, the unfortunate timing there to get counter hit by the sweep. A lot of damage. He doesn't take the wall break, and he was looking for it and just snipes the stance. And he jump cancels to beat the burst, but Nitro doesn't give it.
PRC instant blocked, but he couldn't get anything after. Oh no.
That's a tough one there. And I really like the drill, the dive, to catch him out of the stance there. It's just such a fast option, but unfortunately couldn't get the rest of that round as Nitro. First hit again, resource advantage is big. Does have burst available, spends it immediately. 50 tension available, takes the sweep. Gonna be routing around that burst, but does not get a block on it.
Oh, actually ran to the node, didn't get the block off in time. Oh, and now blowing up here. Super cancel as well to maintain the most advantageous knockdown possible.
PRC. MLA sneaks it in before the second hit there. Mix-up chance. Catches him standing up, and that should be the round. Oh my god, but he got fuzzied anyway, so one game, one round apiece.
That little walk-up low, it's the same timing as the hover dash jump attack hitting you, opening people up. This time, though, Nitro commits to the jab early, blows up that time.
Yeah, you can swing if you think she's gonna delay low or if you think she's gonna hover. You know, 5P is such a good check, but doesn't always work out if your opponent's ready and committed to some other kind of option. So what an escape from Nitro and a huge starter.
The BRC drift down for the combo starter. He dropped it, but finds another hit regardless.
He's got BRC here also. Gotta respect the BRP, 5P, and a gold burst to try to get out of it, but it's a no-go. Clash cancel on the guard point versus the far slash, and the air-to-air jump P. The fuzzy! Oh my, the fuzzy! Are you serious?
The falling, knowing that he still had the double jump available, giving him the block on the falling button to get the fuzzy open up. Nitro, sometimes he just looks otherworldly, man.
That was messed up. It doesn't matter who you are. You cannot block that one. That was just gross.
Man, what a play for Nitro to take the lead right there. Tries to interrupt the pressure though with a stroke. And they interrupt him instead, and one more for good measure.
MLA wall break with the super. A lot of damage. It's a great start for Cake. Still has the burst as well.
See, oh my goodness, the flash kick landed rip again here. Oh, what in the world? The fadeaway. 5K into the BRC conversion of the jump K.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the wall carry on this. Doesn't quite get the break, but very good spot. Love the little boxing in Keiko was looking for with jump P there, but Nitro, patient, doesn't fall into anything too silly, and now a big chance here. IBFD to get some space, guard point, whip punish. Look at the footsies
from both of them.
Yeah, and like that whip punish from Cake too, just like using IBFD and deflect shield and a whip punish so well. And you don't think of Eno as like a whip punish character a lot of times, but that was just really clean.
Yeah, and he like knows the distance so well, like staying just outside the range of the guard point attack stand.
Knockdown time for Nitro in the front. I don't imagine we're seeing a burst on this round unless things start to look a lot better.
Yeah, exactly. Metallica is going to look to make an honest comeback before considering the burst, and that's not going to happen. Nitro covering his bases regardless, though. Had the mirror to burn, so drifting away just in case he felt like a hero.
Had to be a little sneaky and find a whip punish there. Doesn't get it in. Look at this confirm. Immediately gets there and beats the throw. Oh my god. And the burst has got to come. You can't give away the positive bonus for free, but still very scary. A lot of damage on that wall.
100%. Nitro just on the back foot to start this round because of it. Trying to look for these closest open ups, but Metallic Cake finds his way out, finds his way back in as well after a little roll under.
Oh my god. Look for the fuzzy. Didn't matter anyway. Has the wild assault. Missed it. A chance though. Forcing the block. The escape from Nitro. 6P into the stroke. Ties the set just like that.
Nice job. Metallica got caught, I think, like committing to a stroke the last time he had Nitro cornered, and he got IAD into drift down punished with that 2H starter. This time, commits to something a little bit more compact, recovers quicker, able to interrupt with a 6P on the drift down on the other side. A great adjustment.
Just really impressive stuff from both of them here. I love a lot of the decision making I'm seeing in neutral from Cake as well. Just like, yeah, I mean, stuff like that, finding the hover, looking low. Just like playing around these options really well. I love that a lot of times Cake has been second, like not always forcing the issue with Enos, and that's why Nitro's ready with the whip punish.
Definitely looking good, trying to get up under the node, ends up eating a couple of strokes afterwards. Oh man, Cake has the corner, but he's gonna take the wall break. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and just everything going right there in that neutral interaction. There's the whip punish. Nitro has a chance here. Side swap. Doesn't get the confirm though, and counter hit 2D.
Outside the range again a couple of times there. It's cost Nitro YRC. Oh my, the fadeaway, knowing that Nitro might go to the sky, shuts down that angle of escape. One more round for Metallic.
And a huge start. Counter hit stroke, knockdown, burst available. Blocking the flash kick and no bait on the burst. Just says, all right, I'll let you do it, no problem. Oh, whiff on the 6H. Chance for Nitro, looking for the whip punish after the deflect and just coverage.
I cannot believe the overhead actually still hit after the deflect shield pushback that blew up Metallic Cake's entire round so far.
Yeah, just was so autopilot, ready for it, and the immediate 5P, so 2-2 just like that. Final game, final round between these two.
You talked about how you were impressed with the deflection with punishes earlier, that he was looking for another one. So he ended up running into an overhead for a final round, interrupt the dash through. Oh, but interrupting the hover dash.
And the 5P, and that's something we've seen a lot so far. He's just gonna take it. He wants to get this extra little bit of damage, not quite the break. And counter hits. Cake finally builds a burst, but lost so much life before then. swinging. Nitro knows it. There's all kinds of offense. What a bait at the last second. The first time he did it in the entire set was the only time he needed it.
That's what we were talking about, man. Championship experience and pedigree. Saving a reliable gambit like the instant jump D air throw, or excuse me, throw bait to get into the air. Like you said, hadn't done that the whole set. I can't believe he saved it for the final moment to decide it, to put himself in losers finals. Nitro, man. What a guy.
Yeah, that was a 6. I mean, Cake, everybody out there
Dude.
is impressed. We all know, like, incredible play, just really, really fun to watch. Shout outs to Cake, 4th place performance here, played amazing, and it was awesome to watch. Big fan of the what a performance. And not only that, but we got ourselves a run back. This top 3 looking very familiar. A lot of just veteran players in the game with big accolades.
Yeah, a lot of great consistent players making up our top 3 with Jack, Tatuma, and Nitro. Definitely want to give Metallic Cake his flowers as he exits the tournament as well. And I'm not gonna lie, it's real easy to hate on players. You know what I'm saying? To be like, you're running people overrunning your set play and whatnot. But nah, Metallic Cake showed incredible fundamentals defensively, footsies wise, spacing wise, masters of the system mechanics. Just a real impressive performance, start to finish.
Yeah, I'm just a Cake fan. That was like a sick performance. And not only that, but just like fun to watch the play style and the evolution and just lots of smart decisions in so many scrappy moments and just really clean play. Like a lot of clean whiff punishes, which is not something you always talk about with Eno play because she has to kind of attack you in weird ways. So yeah, just really impressive player. Big shout outs to Cake. Can't wait to see Cake playing the game in 2.0. Can't wait to see this next set we have coming up. Tatuma, Nitro, then our winner of that fighting against Jack. Then we get our big announcement, Strive 2.0, and whatever other news we get. So it's really excited. It's going to be a great night. Lots of good stuff coming up.
Man, it is going to be wild to see what they got in the pipeline when it comes to 2.0. Will definitely be fun. Obviously, everybody's going to be staying locked in here as we wind down into our top 3, right? We only got 3 players left, as you mentioned, 3 all-stars who have been in these World Tour final events or equivalent for quite some time now. And yeah, I mean, the Tatuma Nitro match was 3-2 Tatuma in that winner's semifinals, right? Constantly trading matches back and forth from start to finish. So be interesting to see. I think Nitro's going to stick with the Leo, right? But to see what adjustments he makes gameplay wise to try to tame up Tatuma a little bit, it'll be real fun.
Yeah, for sure. Excited to see that. And Tatuma versus Nitro was a nail biter. It was one hit away either way. And Nitro had the classic tweet of like missed 2 game-winning inputs. You hate to see it. So, gonna be a good one. Excited to see it. And we're gonna take a little break. We'll be back with the remainder of our tournament and all of our announcements in just a little bit.
No two competitors are the same. Some run on routine for the chance to win big. Some make time to rise through the brackets. Some lock in with confidence. However you prepare, there's a place for every kind of competitor. PlayStation Tournaments. Sign up today on PS5.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you've been enjoying all of our action in the Arc World Tour Final so far. Only 3 remain. We have our Losers Finals coming up next, a rerun of our second match we saw today. It's going to be a lovely one, of course. And then we have our Grand Finals after that to see who's going to be our Arc World Tour champion here for Guilty Gear Strive. Sagem, Ringe, calling all the actions in the very, very late evening, now early morning here in Southern California. Everything happening live, of course, over in South Korea.
Yeah, you might start to hear the roosters being picked up on the mics here in a little bit. But for now, we are going to be rolling on through, letting the Guilty Gear Strive power us through because it is a losers finals now. Of course, Jack awaiting in Grand's winner side. Of course, he's been looking immaculate. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to stop him. But the 2 people that are going to be trying are Tatuma versus Nitro. As Sagem alluded to, Nitro and Tatuma already faced each other in that winter semis, went to the final game, literally traded wins back and forth, right? Tatuma's the one that got the W first, so it just ended up going his way at the end. But it was anybody's set, and it's definitely going to be anybody's set here in Losers Finals.
Yeah, excited to see it. Welcome everybody who's pulling up, saying what up, enjoying the action so far. Obviously, we have our Losers Finals, we have our Grand Finals, and then afterwards, we're going to have not only the crowning of our champion before we have 2.0, but we'll have our news about Guilty Gear Strive 2.0, and then something related probably to Marvel Tokon, since they said they were going to do something related to that. So excited to see it. There was a very cryptic tweet from Arcsystem Works about multi-universes or dimensions or whatever, so who knows what they're going to say? We'll have to see it after all this. Excited at the very least for 2.0 news. I don't know. If you're in chat, what's your prediction from 2.0? You let us know what you think they're going to add to the game, who they're going to add to the game, what's going to be new. I'm curious to see what everybody's thinking.
Yeah, man, there's so much on the table, right? Especially when you put a full-fledged, like, whole number version on a patch. There's a lot of things that could be coming with that. And of course, a plethora of characters, I'm sure, are going to be on the way as well. But right now, we got to crown our last, I guess, non-Guilty Gear Strive 2.0 champion, right? Our pre-Guilty Gear Strive 2.0 last World Tour champion. And Jack is sitting pretty. He's going to be the one that is in Grand Finals winner's side. Tatuma and Nitro going to be going at it in what we expect to be another Leo versus Soul Bad Guy run back. Obviously, both of those characters looked just fine in getting the job done. It was just Tatuma squeaking it out before, but Nitro definitely more than capable of getting that Grand Finals run.
Right, and that's kind of what I'm curious to see is, like, obviously a lot of familiarity there in that set, so curious to see how that goes. Or Tatuma, another chance. He was obviously a very close set himself with Jack as well. So this is a close one. The other one's a close one. I mean, if you look at the bracket, we've had close sets all night. It has not been kind of like blowouts, people getting just beat up in every kind of set like this. It's been a scrappy night, full of lots of 3-2 actions. I think there was like one 3-1 set in our whole top 8. Otherwise, it's been going the distance. So been very fun to watch.
And Tatuma, right, I mean, there might be a little bit of PTSD creeping up on him right now because, of course, at EVO 2024 Winners Finals, Tatuma versus Nitro, he's able to vanquish Nitro to the losers bracket, only for Nitro to get back into Grand Finals, reset the bracket, and take the whole tournament, right? Similar story here, sent Nitro to losers and winner semis. Now Nitro is back here at losers finals in another attempt to deny Tatuma a chance at a world championship.
Yeah, and I mean, that's always the thing, too, is, you know, most people talk about this, but it tends to be that the person, if 2 people play, somebody wins set A, that the person who wins has trouble winning the second time, right? Like, it kind of goes back and forth. If it's close and you lose, a lot of times it ends up being like, well, you beat them the first time, but the second time they've come up with a new strategy, they've adapted, they've learned some new things, they're ready, and they win the next set. So we'll have to see if that's the case here. It's going to be a good one. It's a lot of just 2 characters who want to run their offense, but have to be scared of the threat of the reversal, right? Like both Sol and Leo have reversals that are really scary. Who's willing to commit? Who's willing to bait? Who's willing to take advantage? If you're like, I'm going to run in, wait for you to do a reversal, then hit my button. Who's going to just like wake up buttons or jab or berserker or whatever you want to do, right, to get around stuff. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, and they both have strong neutral tools, but they also have strong interrupt rewards, right? So it can be scary to try to skip that neutral, do something that's big, and take that big commitment, because if you get interrupted, it's massive damage. And Nitro going to spin the burst early. Didn't want to give him the wall break tension.
Yeah, and I mean, immediate, we see wake up DP, run up wild throw. That's the first from Tatuma, of course. HVV on the clean hit gives you auto wall splat, so takes that bonus, gets positive bonus, extra meter on this, and so Nitro in a bit of a tough spot now. He's gonna have to guess after this revolver.
Oh, and then again, the low revolver option. Just hammering away at Nitro in that round. See how he kind of progresses from there.
Trades on the 5Ps, then fires back just other side. 2K, 2D just takes the mix. Knockdown, delay jump P, looking for the jump out. And there's the air throw.
Tuma looking very ready. A little bit of delay on that close S. Blow it up. Nitro's attempt at escape. Another super through the wall.
I love that confirmed Q into the gun flame for the immediate splat after. And then just finds the meaty close slash. Just pulling up, slight delays, looking for reversals, looking for whatever. Lots of booms, but it doesn't last for long. As Nitro's looking for an approach. That 6H on the air backdash. Very big. The RC. Wow. So smart. Just like JK hits. And Nitro's like, oh, cool, I'm in, you know, I have my guard stance up. I can just, like, armor through this, no problem. Roman cancel breaks it, so he gets the combo. Very good awareness from Tatuma.
And then Tatuma, aware of the distance of dash 2D as well, stayed just outside the range, forced Nitro to spin that RC, which left him all resourceless at the end. And now 2S to interrupt as this next round starts. Tatuma's looking clean, but the burst is punished.
Saw the same baits before. I love the way he does close slash 2S on whiff or hit there, and then just waits to see if you're swinging or not for the burst bait.
He says, oh, actually did get a punish with the jab. Second one whiffed. Now into 2 minutes, pick it up in the scramble. Volcanic Viper.
I love the way Sol runs at you right there, just pulling up all the way across the screen in the RC animation. 2D RC looking for pressure, does not find anything big, and look at the patience within the stagger.
The hesitation, bruh. Blowing up to Tuma, perfectly timed right there, but 100 tension, he's still there. 6P picks him up. Burst is available. When is it going to come out? Is it going to come out? There it is.
He's forced off of it. Both of them have tension. He beats him to the punch. He's first with the fireball, and then he sees the vortex coming out, has the throw ready.
And the throw option is so fast, right? It looked like the Tuma actually had tension to maybe RC himself, but it all happened too quickly for her to get out.
Oh my god, wake up close slash. Just says, yeah, I know you're gonna respect my reversal, I'm swinging. Nice.
And he did to Tuma. Oh, but it's tight in.
Wall break, knockdown. Time for him to pull up. Meter available for Nitro as well, so if they disengage here, you have to be cognizant of that. Picks up time, 6H looking for backdash, does not find it. The reversal works out for Tatuma again. SDP after blocking.
2D, looked like maybe it caught the start of a revolver, or either way, some airborne maneuver. Opened up again here. Tatuma is still alive, best believe. Oh man, another 100 tension situation. What's Nitro gonna do? Waits for it.
Okay, enforcing the burst. Trying to make this guess count. Double BRC looks to the overhead, nice block.
Trying to eat the inputs as the Tuma really throw him up the rhythm. Oh my goodness, he didn't immediately burst. Instead, he tried to run up the flex shield.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes in this game you try to throw tech and you get quarter circle back D or whatever. Okay. Like, you know, you just run up. The accidental deflect is unfortunate.
I was like, there's no way that had to be a purposeful deflect shield. Unfortunate error for Tatuma at the end there.
2S finds the buffer. And one thing too is you can confirm like countering it there, but also crouch or not. Oh, that's a big punish. Delay, I love the combo choice. Delay JK, keeping it nice and burst safe, and then immediate super, so that it's very tough for Nitro to spend it, and now he probably just won't spend the burst this round.
Man, 2S placement. Beautiful to interrupt. Tuma definitely didn't like the way that execution error ended the last game. Back with a vengeance.
A chase down on the backdash. No burst. Just holds it for this next hit. 2K beating the 2S there. And again, SDP just commits to the option. Strike in and throw, and he's got to guess here. Close slash whiff after with the far slash. Another throw. Ooh, backdash. He was trying to bait something there.
The RC into the mix. Nice block.
He was late.
Hard point attack, too active, and now the overhead catches the Tumba, trying to take his turn back.
Yeah, Tsushima wanted RC there to break the guard, and he just got PRC instead, so there was no RC bubble. Nice. IBF, or IB in the air. This is scary, though. No burst. Just going to hold it. I think pretty smart there to hold on to that one. Wait for the next round.
Nitro, these delayed timing sometimes. I don't know how he pulls them off. Perfect weight on the close S. Holding the guard void as well, knowing it'll still counter the bandit breaker and then countering the burst as well.